3, 2, 1. We are live. How the frick is it going, everybody?
Hi, guys.
It's been a hot, sexy minute, but
Been many moons since we last broke bread. I hope that you've remained warriors.
For if you find yourself riding on a horse at Elysium, I don't remember what's the fucking line.
And like in grasses of green fields, do not worry, you are dead, or something like that.
Yeah, for you are in Elysium. That's what it is. Yeah.
Elysium, yeah.
Oh shit. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. Got another early stream today. We're finally going to talk about that goddamn Halloween Kills trailer that just came out. Woo!
What's that?
Spicy noodles.
What's that?
But don't worry if you guys do not want to know about it. We're not going to watch it, but we're going to break down the scenes from it. But we will give you warning because I know a lot of people are avoiding it, and I can't blame you. But we'll give you warning. It'll be the last thing we talk about. So
Sure.
yeah,
Sure.
Did you feel it was too spoilery?
Well, to be honest, I think they fucked us a little bit on the first scene. I'm like, because if that turns out to be one of the best scenes of the movie, I'm like, God damn, what crack pipe did you smoke today? Because it's the same thing. I mean, again, it was the same argument that we had in Halloween 2018. One of the best kills was given away right away in the trailer with the closet scene.
Yeah.
You got to keep him in the closet. Michael Jackson said that best.
You got to keep them separated.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think some people are going to definitely look at it as a spoilerific, but I mean,
yeah. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
No use crying over spilt spoilers. Mike Productions, the first super chat of the day, says, I owe you guys an apology. I may have spammed the comment to watch the trailer. I am so sorry, but man, it is looking very interesting. No worries. No worries. That's funny too, because this week has been fuck crazy. We've been off of, at least I've not paid attention to anything. To look up the movie news for today, I had to go through a bunch of shit because I just checked out for the whole fucking week this week of everything. I needed a mental breather, you know? So,
yeah, I checked a bunch of stuff out. All sorts of kinds of porns. I even got into shit that I never thought I'd be into. Holy shit. Double dildo penetration with a snake watching.
That's
Why
good.
not?
I love doing
Why
that.
not? Why not?
I love those. While watching snakes. So
no, actually, I've been
scary.
hooked on phonics and hooked on Star Trek: The Next Generation. I just finished up season 7 last night.
Hey, let's do that damn thing, by the way. We talked about doing this. So we're gonna introduce the new thing into the live streams, guys, and this should be fun. I'm gonna make a fun little intro for it. I haven't done that yet. Because I've also been editing our Halloween Horror Month shit, which by the way, it's looking great. It's looking great. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it.
Well, I hope so, Petey.
Yeah. But no, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, new segment on the show that we're gonna start doing on the live streams. By the way, thank you guys all for being here in the middle of the afternoon. Dude, you gotta watch this. We all have that friend, and Jay and I have done it many times, where they're always like, dude, you fucking gotta watch this show. You gotta watch this movie. And you're always like, nah. You know, no matter how much that friend begs you to watch something, you don't fucking watch it. It's like me and Jay with Entourage, now Jay and Star Trek. But so this way we will force each other on a bi-weekly basis to watch what the other one wanted them to watch. Yeah, both. Take them both. Yeah, you're a team player.
You said bye.
So we're each going to pick something, review it. Then the next week we'll come back and we'll watch each other's thing, and then we'll review each other's thing. We'll also review each other's wieners.
That's what I was thought we were going with. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been stretching it. It's gotten bigger.
You already started to talk about it. What was yours? I bet it started.
Well, I already sent you the text message, but the main thing I told Mike about watching was I think it was season 5. I don't remember the exact episode of it, but Star Trek: The Next Generation is called Schisms. Or maybe it was season 6, but it was a fucked up episode. And it was actually listed as TNG's top 10 scariest or creepiest episodes. TNG did have some pretty freaky ones, but this one specifically deals with alien abduction. And I mean, they're aboard the Starship Enterprise, and it's like 24 whatever. I mean, these motherfuckers have phaser guns coming out the butthole, so you didn't think it would happen. But these things live in something called subspace. So they don't even live in our space. They live in a reality offset of our space. And they're able to come through and pull people out in the middle of the night and do all sorts of fucked up experiments on them. Like there's one scene specifically where Commander Riker's in there talking to Beverly Crusher, and she examining him because he hasn't been getting sleep at all. Like he's always tired and shit. And he's like, I don't know why, because I go to bed and I sleep, and then I wake up feeling exhausted. And she's like, oh, well, look at this, Will. And she's like, your arm has been amputated several times and then re-sewn back together.
Ooh, nasty.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
It's the worst. It's what happens when you jack off too much. But yeah, that was it's a creepy episode. Then there was another one. A lot of people don't like it, but it's called Genesis, and I just watched that. That was season 7, where Captain Picard and Data go to investigate something. So they leave the ship, and when they come back, the ship is adrift in space, and all the lights are off, and the hallways are dark. And they start going through trying to find the crew, and what they find is they've been de-evolving. And it sounds stupid, but it's actually scary. It's one of the freaky. It's kind of like Event Horizon in a small scale, like Event Horizon with the Island of Dr. Moreau.
I will absolutely watch the alien abduction episode.
Well, the good news is for Star Trek is you don't have to, like, especially for the Next Generation, you don't have to watch like except for the 2-parters, you don't have to watch it in a row. And you just pick up and wherever you want.
The Next Generation's where they have like the snazzy suits, right? They're like kind of smooth.
No, the first 2 seasons are terrible. It would look like my fucking mom's pajamas, but then they fix it where they have a collar on it. Then it looks good.
Okay, but they're like,
they've got the communicator here, and then they've got the rank insignia on the neck. It doesn't look like the original series.
The new uniforms are dope, man. Those are sexy.
I haven't seen Discovery or Picard.
No, I mean new, like to us, the new generation.
Oh, the Next Generation.
Yeah. Like I remember as a kid seeing those. I'm like, man, I can't ever really get into this show as much as I want to, but I like the whole vibe of Star Trek.
I think that when the movies came out, I think those uniforms looked the best. Like that was the pinnacle when it had like the turtleneck thing, and then it had like the kind of open thing. That looked good. They kind of copied that off Deep Space Nine. But I was like, I don't know why you guys didn't do that before, because it looked like the other shit they were using in the Next Generation was more expensive to make. Because it was like a full-on thing with a belt and all sorts of shit.
I'm kind of in a Star Trek mood now. I might watch that maybe as soon as we get done with this live stream. I might.
It's some good shit, man. Only 45 minutes long.
I like it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. So, what's the name of the episode?
It's called Schisms.
That's the alien one.
That's the alien one. Yeah.
Is it a Tool video?
Yeah, that's what Cody asked me too. He's like, "Have you ever watched them?" I was like, "Dude, it's not the music video." Like, cause I was like, I just watched this crazy thing called Schism. He's like, "You never seen that video before?" I'm like, "No, dude, not Tool." You're being a tool. You're being a tool. I'm trying to tell you something.
The worst song you can listen to during sex is Tool's.
We had a little brief conversation about that. Apparently, Tool is like an amazing band, but I mean, I've seen the videos. They're freaky as fuck. Like that, I don't even know what they do with their videos.
People love Tool. I think they're boring. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I'm like, I'm Gene Energetics Keaton. I'm so mysterious and weird. Like
I know, I'm the same way though. People love Kenny Loggins, and I'm not. I do like Kenny Loggins a lot though. Actually.
Who doesn't?
Why? I was thinking. I know people love Kenny G. They have a huge fan base.
Which one is Know When to Hold 'Em? Know when to fold 'em. That's Know when to run.
I don't know his name.
Kenny Rogers, right?
Kenny Rogers, yeah. Kenny Rogers chicken.
Yeah. I've ate. It's gross, by the way. I hate that.
I never had
chicken. My dad used to make me eat it when we were kids all the time, and I did not like it. It was bad.
Oh, by the way, other news, but I don't know if you heard about this. It's not even a big deal, but it was fucking trending. So of course,
hey, you didn't let me do mine yet, Dick.
What? Oh, you have one?
Yeah.
Is it called How to Be a Green Bay Punch Packer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good episode.
You fucking
all sorts of porn in that.
Butt puck. You're a butt puck. That's a hockey puck.
That's where you hold your butt cheeks open and you hope the dick gets in there
into your anus. Yeah. That's what that is. Hang on, let me do these super chats, then I'll give you my dude. You got to watch this thingamajiggy.
I gotta get a haircut, dude. Holy shit, my shit's getting so fucking terrible.
Are you gonna actually go get your haircut, or are you gonna?
I might
gamble with the girlfriend.
I might buzz it again.
You want me to just shave the whole fucking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting lazy, man.
Well, no, it's just I don't. No, it's just I don't know. It's just easier to do anyway. I'm getting to that age.
You're just gonna fucking end up wearing jogging pants everywhere.
I know. I'm gonna turn into fucking Tony Soprano wearing a white T-shirt with not giving a fuck. I just got to become head of a mafia family first.
Tyzavius Bennett, thanks, buddy. Hey, you guys, it's been a while. We're literally a couple weeks away from Halloween Kills. I know, man. How fucking wild? Like 20. Carry the 2. I don't know how to do math. We're like 3 weeks away from Halloween Kills.
I know. It's like being that close to your Christmas present. Like, you're going to get the Super Nintendo and your parents get you Sega.
Yeah.
Sega! Fucking assholes. Actually, my parents were pretty good. I always got the Nintendos.
Yeah. You've always had consoles before me. I'm always been a step behind with the consoles.
Well, I didn't switch to, Cody got one before both of us. He got the Xbox first.
Yeah, I remember that. And that was when it was like a fucking
big brick thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Bry Guy, thanks, buddy. Says hanging with the boys on a Friday. What more do you need, Mike?
Yeah, that's right, baby. No girls, No grease, no warm-ups. Let's get in there. Let's get in the bed and play around.
Paul Brickman, thank you, sir, says, need a Loomis shout out. I'm powering through a deadline and my client's a real douche. Much love to y'all and thanks for keeping the tough days fun. New York City loves you. We fucking love you,
hey,
Paul.
Thanks, man.
So a Loomis shout out for Paul. Paul.
Paul, keep on. You keep on pressing it. You push it. You push it real good. That's what the song says. And if someone's giving you a hard time in a douche, it's because they're not getting laid. Their wife's cheating on them with the mailman. I know. That's it. You keep on pushing hard. You'll get it done. And if you don't, you're fired. So you've got a motivation now. Shut up and do the work. Don't be typing on the internets. Idiot. Keep your job.
Anthony Stantz says, what do you think about the rumors that Matt Reeves is incorporating some horror elements into the Batman? Rumors? You're talking about practice? I think that's a fact, man. I think that's definitely you saw the trailer, right?
Well, that was the main thing we talked about when we did the trailer reaction for it. It has a lot of Seven vibes to it.
Yeah.
Like if it's not flat out horror, it's going to be a horror, like a thriller, like a dark thriller.
Like a James Patterson novel.
Yeah, well, there's no way that if you got someone like Colin Farrell, and who the guy that's playing the Riddler, very underrated actor too. That he's already sounding, it's all creepy, dude. Like the whole thing is just set up really creepy, and they're gonna have Colin Farrell as Penguin. Like I think he's gonna have a creepy backstory. So, yeah. I hope they push it right to the James Wan limit, and then they're like, nah, they get it right there, and then they're like, nah, not that far.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
I didn't go all the way with her.
Yeah, it's like you rub your wiener tip right around her temple, and then she's like, "I'm not on birth control." You're like, "Nope, nope."
When you said temple, I pictured like someone rubbing their wiener like right here on your.
Well, in some cultures, they find that as a way of in making sex happen.
It's like, smack you in the face with it.
Well, if you hit a wiener rubbing on your temple in the middle of the night, you're either getting raped or your husband wants something.
Ooh.
So be careful. Keep your eyes open.
I can see it on the corner. It's touching me.
God, that'd be gross. Imagine if Jeepers Creepers broke into your house to fucking steal your wiener, and he was like rubbing his wiener on your temple before he did it just to fuck with you. Like it's old cricket wiener, and it'd probably be pierced. You probably had a Prince Albert on it, and it's all gray,
rubbing it down your face. That reminds me. They're like the guy in T2 who licks her face. Instead, it was just like.
That part always makes me uncomfortable, dude. I fucking hate that part.
It's so nasty.
Dude. And it Ellie had an extended scene. So, he doesn't anymore, but there's more of a scene of that, but it's fucking gross.
Randall Smith
James Cameron was in a bad mood that day, I think. Yeah. I don't think he liked Linda Hamilton. He's like, I want you to smell this fat guy's saliva on your face.
Yeah, I wrote this in today after you yelled at me yesterday.
You know, he probably was like, hey, Mr. Nurse Guy, why don't you go in there and have some peanut butter and crackers before you go in there and lick her face? Because I want her to smell all that shit. Smell all of that.
Got a bunch of deviants in this chat, man. Bunch of deviants. Randall Smith says, let's get high. It's the middle of the afternoon, Randall. That's why I wish I smoked pot. It's because you could just get high in the middle of the afternoon.
I'm not even supposed to be here today, Randall.
Probably carry on with your whole day like nothing ever fucking happened. Not Cameron O'Shea, though. He's like, drink vodka and party. He did it in all caps. He's like, drink vodka and party with the old videos of Michael and Loomis.
That's it. I like that. That's a great that sounds like a bumper sticker.
We do not recommend drinking vodka at 1 p.m. if you're not at a sanctioned drinking event, like a horse race or some shit. 3
options. If you're off work, definitely have yourself some vodka if you want to. You had a bad day, fucking crack that bitch open and drain it. Or if you want to quit your job, crack that bitch open and drain it. Don't drive home at work, but quit your job on vodka and then get someone to drive you home Uber. But that's not going to look as cool. Like if you go into there and you quit your job and you're drunk and then you're like, hey, fuck you. I hate this job and everybody here sucks. And I know that you have panties that you wear, Mr. Boss. And then you're like, I got to get an Uber. So I got to wait in here. Like you got, excuse me, my Uber's here.
Deborah in accounting's like, he's so sad. I could smell the alcohol on his breath.
It's really rough.
It's a long fall down.
Guess what? I won the scratch off. I won the scratch off. I'm never coming back. 25,000.
I drank last night, so I have like the hoarse voice, but I sound like Deborah in accounting who smokes too many cigarettes. It's a long road down. It's so sad.
Mine's not cigarettes. It's the weather change.
COVID?
Yeah, it's definitely COVID too. It's in my butt.
So.
But it's I think it's the weather change.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't hope
it's gotten cold.
Sorry for saying that. I didn't mean it. Oh, damn. I think I just spoke into the universe.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Christmas Eves. Craig Phillips.
Weird because it's like a reflective thing. It might come back at you.
Yeah. Ew.
Don't do it.
Craig Phillips, thanks, buddy. I haven't seen your face in a long time. Mike, how do you think Leatherface feels about you not taking him to Green Bay? And Dr. Loomis is Michael mad and kills because he ran out of goldfish in My Little Pony episodes. You know, Leatherface in Green Bay would be I was going to make a joke about like he would fit in there, but I don't want to because there are good people in Wisconsin. I'll tell you this, I love fucking hearing them talk. The entire time I was down there, there was two dudes on the party bus on the way back after the game, and the one dude was all excited, and the other dude was like super dry. The excited dude was like, he's like, oh man, can't you believe this? Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns, and the other guy's like, yeah, but the defense didn't play good, bro. Like,
I don't know if
I love the way they talk.
I don't know about that one. It's oh god, was that moose thing? Bullwinkle, Rocky and Bullwinkle.
That's Canada though.
It sounded like Canada.
I think I was doing Canadian. I don't do good.
Well, in Wisconsin, didn't they border Canada? I don't know.
Oh fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's like a Swedish thing. I can't do a Wisconsin accent. I fucking want to, don't you?
Well, I do. I mean, no offense to anybody that has that accent. It's all good. But I mean, I went to Maine and I couldn't stand those fucking accents. I was there for a honeymoon. Slut. I was there for a honeymoon and then dude, like 2 days.
So 2 days, it just slips out, dude. Like it's like word.
I know. I can't talk about it. When I say, like my nephews asked me, "Oh, were you married?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was to a beast from the sea." But yeah, I was. That Maine accent, dude, like woo-wee. Where you going? It goes, are you gonna go out? It goes, how far? How far are you going? It's like a Boston thing.
That sounds Bostonish, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like that. I can't do that. I'd be like, where's some great pizza joints around? I was like, well, there's a lot of different ones. There's Murray's, and then there's over here. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'll look it up.
I like it.
I was like, shut the fuck up.
You asked someone, hey, do you know how to get here? As soon as they start talking, shut the fuck up. I hate your voice.
I did it in my head. I didn't do it out loud because I didn't want to get kicked out. But the thing about it, it's the same thing with Southern people. I mean, you get down real deep and they go, oh, and the Louisiana Cajun, that mushmouth stuff, I can't deal with that either. I mean, I'm very boring. I was like, let me go talk to somebody from fucking Montana.
Yeah.
It's just Montana and that's it. New Mexico.
I love it, man. I love it. Someone's like, hey, have you had to gone down to the Quick Trip, get you a 12 pack of Glazers? Like, I wish I could do it. I'm going to have to work on that because I love the way they talk. Anyways, what else? I'm sorry. We went off on a tangent there. Oh, he also wanted to know, Dr. Loomis, are you mad is Michael mad and kills because he ran out of goldfish in My Little Pony episodes?
Yeah, maybe he is. I cut his allowance off. That's it. No more. And now he's going to be having broccoli. And you know what else he's watching? Full House. To learn to be a better human. I like Full House. Okay.
Everywhere you go.
The Tanners. But Michael Myers wants to act like My Little Pony is somehow a gift from... Fuck him. I hope he falls over a rake and he goes in his butt and he gets impaled.
Oh, shit. Samantha S. says, will there be a live stream tonight? This is the live stream tonight, Samantha. We're switching them up. Sometimes at night, sometimes during the day. Never know where we're going to be. Oh, I'm over here now. Whoa, I'm over here now.
By the way, this isn't, again, what I was talking about, it was trending. It's fucking stupid. I don't know why it was trending or why people are there. It's not really being... So Cassandra Peterson, Elvira, came out recently that she's been in a 19-year relationship with a woman. She's bisexual. I know. I felt the same way. I was like, oh my God, seriously?
So
Kathy,
you're saying there's a chance.
Kathy, oh my God, you little minx, you. So apparently, yeah, it's trending. I don't care.
Why is that news at this point?
I don't even know. She came out in a memoir and that basically she outed, she didn't out herself. She wanted to come out and she talked about it. And she said that she'd been in the relationship for 19 years after she got divorced from her husband. And that, by the way, the chick is 70 years old. So goddamn.
And she's looking good.
Yeah, she looks amazing. But the thing about it is she said she was afraid to say anything because her fan base relies on Elvira, the character or the brand, liking men because she's like a, horror goth chick.
She does.
But anyway, look, on either side, like people that are getting mad about it and people that are fucking praising it, it's stupid. It's like, okay, so she likes who she likes and she loves who she loves and she's fucking who she's fucking. I don't give a shit. The fact that it's news at all is almost mind-boggling. Like, who gives a shit? Like, she's 70 years old and she's like, I've been in a relationship with a woman for 19 years. Okay, and
people are getting mad about this.
on some extreme sites, but they're not like look. I might or might not have been on 4chan. I shouldn't be on there. Like there's so much crazy shit in there. But and Reddit. But the thing, and then Twitter. I don't have Twitter, but the articles and stuff, they have comments. The fact is, it's not news either way. I mean, she's not a hero, and she's not a creature of the night. She's a lady that loves somebody. So I don't know. I feel like that stuff is so stupid. I hate when they do that shit. It's like, why the fuck does my Google feed have to be full of that bullshit? I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess on the side of it being a good thing, like, support for other people. Maybe she's somebody's hero, or was anyways, and they're having struggling with being that, and then they find out that they're heroes too, and it makes them feel good. I mean, that's a good thing. That's
the only problem is like I feel like the same thing with Kevin Spacey. I'm sure he's a hero to somebody because he came out. You see me rolling my eyes.
No, yeah, but he came out after he is allegedly assaulted young boys or some shit, right?
I guess my point is,
here we go.
No, that's what. Yeah, that was. I guess that was what it was. I have no idea what the court case was, but either way, I'm just saying. Look, it doesn't fucking matter. My point being is, it's not news. Yeah, it's not news. I mean, there's a lot of other shit going on. So if you're getting mad about it, it's fucking stupid. And you're also like,
it's really stupid if you're getting mad about it.
If you're acting like she's Jesus Christ walking on water and changing everything to wine, you're also stupid. So
I'll give you that.
There you go.
Hey, I never got to say my fucking thing. Because
all
right, the thing you got to watch it too, and you're gonna fucking love it, is Heels. Have you heard of this?
I think you were telling me about. Is that new show on Apple?
No, this one's on. No, that's Ted Lasso. I should have fucking said Ted Lasso because I've been wanting you to watch that.
I
can't now. I'll save that for next week. Heels though. No, this is on Stars. But if you don't have Stars,
well, I mean, I'm poor. What am I supposed to do?
There's ways to watch it, Jay. You know that.
Oh, I'm not. Are you talking about the high seas?
No, I would not ever do that.
Okay. Well, I have my ship docked. I have my ship docked. It's fine.
I have Stars, so I'm not confirming nor denying anything. But
I'm just saying I do have my ship docked out there on the sea somewhere.
But anyways, no, it's Heels. It's Stephen Amell. Is it Robbie? Stephen Amell, the dude Arrow. The guy who played Arrow in a wrestling show with his brother. And
dude, yes, I've heard of that.
It's fucking.
That looks amazing.
Dude. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I see it. I see it advertised all the time. They're like, when you find out that Stars has original programming, it showed ML's face going, oh, like he was getting ready to take down a big cock. But I love that. Yeah, I thought that was a great idea. They're supposed to be bad guys in wrestling, right?
Right, and they're brothers. So they're brothers, and one of them, Stephen Amell's the heel, and the other guy's like the superstar. But dude, the inner workings of this like little community wrestling thing is fucking cool. And so the brother and the people around, they seem like wrestlers, man. Like they seem like legit. There's one dude that just reminds me of like a redneck macho man. But anyway, the one brother's more popular because he's the good guy, so the whole crowd's rooting for him, but it goes to his fucking head. And now the bigwigs from like WWE, they don't call it that, are coming down wanting to give him a shot, and he wants to leave his brother, but his brother's being a dick to him, and there's all these family dynamics. It's like Friday Night Lights mixed with the wrestler, pretty much.
Dude, I'm actually, you didn't have, that's awesome. I want to watch that because I was planning on watching that because when I saw it, I was gotten into those Dark Side of the Rings. By the way, apparently that Ric Flair one is fucked up. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it either, but they took him out of all their shit because
because of he apparently been accused of sexual assault and all sorts of shit in that. But either way, it was pretty bad. But the Heels thing, it reminded me of one of my favorite tag team groups besides the Legion of Doom. Gotta love the Doom. But I liked the Rockers with Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels back in the day. The Rockers, I know they were kind of like, woo-hoo, but I thought they were fun. But it was always interesting to me because it parallels, I think, because in Heels, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels aren't brother in real life, but one of them got to be a superstar, Shawn Michaels, and Marty Jannetty was just the partner, and they both were great. And technically, in technical wrestling, I heard Marty Jannetty is one of the best. But that whole thing happened, and Marty Jannetty and him split up, and he went his own way. I wonder if they're going to parallel that, where they brothers split up and they go their separate ways because the one brother gets bigger than the other, and they split them up.
But the difference between this is they aren't just wrestlers. Like they own it. They own the So Stephen Amell's like struggling with like writing the scripts, and like he has to decide whether or not he's going to win as the heel or he's going to let his brother as the good guy win. And
so it's not played by Kevin Nash because he would win all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Or
he would just win all the time.
Shawn Michaels. But yeah, it's pretty fucking cool, dude. You got to watch it. And like I'll pick just the first episode, but I guarantee you end up watching the whole goddamn show.
I've
only watched the first episode.
I'm gonna watch it. No, that's definitely something I want to watch. That sounds awesome. What about? There was a rumor around that Stephen Amell wanted to come back and be a part of the DC overall, like the expanded universe. What would you think about that if they cast him as the actual Green Arrow?
I'd say that's a door that you got to open and then shut real quick. I'd open it for Stephen Amell and then I'd lock the fucker shut.
Like, not the other Warner Brother high school reunion. I'm just talking about Amell only. Like Amell, like under Zack Snyder, I think it would work.
He's good enough of an actor to be in those movies, and I think we all see him when you think about Green Arrow. I think we all see him now, so I think that's perfect. They should do it.
Yeah, I'm not talking. And by the way, no offense to people that love the fucking little boy Flash in the WB series. No. He's a good Flash, but I like the Flash we got. I'm just saying
he's a good TV Flash.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that he's not a good Flash. He is. I've seen the Flash. I've watched a few of the episodes, but I'm just saying, like, I like the Flash we've got. I like what's his name? I can't even remember his name.
Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller. I liked the
Wet Sprocket.
The Perks of Being a Wallflower. It was a great role. But yeah, he's a good actor, and I like him.
You know what I want, dude? What I want to see, and I like him too, but not enough. What I want to see fucking adult Flash. I'm tired of Spider-Man Flash. You know what I mean? I want to see adult,
like the original 1990 miniseries.
Yeah, like you read in like the comic books or the animated films, where he's super funny, but like he's like still big and like ripped and like whatever.
That's like that dude that played him in 1990, and they had fucking Mark Hamill as the trickster or something as his villain. Yeah. It was, and I actually liked that suit, but that dude was in his mid 30s, early 30s, and he already worked at the crime lab. He already had a full-time job.
Yeah, I want that.
You gotta have a full-time job. It's like prerequisite when you have the casting sheets. You gotta have a full-time job.
He's a good member.
You gotta be a full. Well, yeah, you have to be at least 30 years old, have a full-time job.
So I missed this. It's Tyzavius Bennett. Thank you, sir. He says, I have guys at my job that look at me crazy because I'm a huge Michael Myers fan. I literally go to work with a Michael Myers shirt, and they're like, dude, he's not that great of a slasher. Who the fuck says that?
Yeah, like, well, I'm sorry that you should be like, dude, hey, I know your wife says you're not that great of a lover, but you don't need to insult my shit because you're mad.
I'm sorry. No, Michael. I'm sorry. It's not a fucking Carhartt, Steven.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Or Haggard.
I should have worn my Travis Tritt fucking hat. Yeah, he actually is that great. So you should be like, actually he is, and you're dumb. You're a stupid idiot, and then walk away.
You big idiot. You big
dumb
stupid idiot.
Yeah, if you want to go out and hang out with a girl instead of watching The Crow with me, go ahead.
Ryan Gillen said Lee just posted about JLC on Instagram. Stay off her page if you don't want spoilers for H Kills. Really?
What?
She apparently Jamie Lee Curtis just spoiled something on Instagram.
Oh no!
I won't tell you guys. What it is. I'm just interested. Fucking, I'm tired of it. But at this rate, the movie's gonna be out like next week. It'll be on the fucking high seas. So I'm glad your boat's docked because we'll be fucking riding through it. Goddamn early. You know that shit's leaking like immediately.
It is what it is.
She says Michael Myers gets beheaded and Halloween Kills. No, I'm kidding. I was just making that shit up.
Oh, I thought you being serious, you ass munch.
Oh, yeah, that's a fucking big spoiler. God,
don't read it. I don't want to hear it.
God.
I'm glad I don't have Twitter. Thank the gods. Twitter said, you will not be chosen, my son. I like it. No more Twitter. I don't want. I don't want you.
I did already know that, though. That was the one spoiler that was accidentally leaked to me from someone who saw
the trailer,
the test screening, that about a certain character. I won't say anything about it. They kind of spoiled it in a couple reviews as well. But yeah, I'll tell you what it is afterwards. But that was wow. That's a spoiler for a lot of people. I agree with Ryan. Thanks, Ryan, for saying that. Do not look at Jamie Lee Curtis's Instagram page if you don't want to know about a character specifically. That's true. Yeah.
She's like that. She's like that mother at the ball game. Like if you're on the team and she just does too much. Like if you get a bucket, she's like, "Good, go, buddy." Yes, sir.
Good deal.
Mom, stop! I know I got 2 points. I've only have 2 points, and then we're in the fourth quarter. I only have 2 points.
Good deal.
And she's like, "You were the best one on that team." I was like, "That's bullshit," because I just got 3 wedgies in the locker room for almost losing the game for us.
I played 3 minutes. And I scored a free throw.
I got 2 points the whole game,
and I airballed the second one.
So I got this at Walmart for you, honey. Go ahead and have a moon pie.
I just saw something I wanted to talk about, and it disappeared on me, which sucks. Somebody, I feel bad saying it and not giving you a shout out because that would be pretty cool. Oh, there it is. Jimmy Badalitsky, Jimmy Badalitsky, which is a fucking dope ass name,
Great
Jimmy.
name.
He said Amel was at AEW Wednesday. Hot dogs? No, the All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah, AEW. Yeah.
I want some fucking AEW. Wednesday, he was literally 3 rows ahead of me. That'd be badass. Then you go to AEW, fucking.
You just like when you're going to the bathroom, like rub his head real quick and keep walking. Just like, and then just run. He's like, I felt his shaved head. It's like it felt like turf grass.
You do what we used to do to each other all the time, just piss each other off. You'd be on a date with a girl or something, you try to be cool, and one of us just walk up to the other one and go,
yes.
It's like the most disrespectful thing
It
ever.
really is.
You just put your hand in someone's face and go,
Yeah, you got to do like a cat go.
Why did we do that?
I don't know, but I think it was just because it would piss the other one off. I think there was no other reason. It was invented to piss you off.
I forgot about that shit, dude. That makes me look and laugh.
You know how I got that sound? You know where that sound came from, dude? I swear to God, Cody I'll tell you guys, it's funny as fuck. Cody had a cat. Cody had he's married to a girl that loves cats, and Cody's like whatever about cats, and they have this one cat named Bubba. And it's this big fucking cat, dude. It's fat as fuck. It looks like Garfield. And he said it was in the closet, and he said it kept on meowing and shit. And Cody said he reached in there, and it was the middle of the afternoon to grab it and to get it out of the closet. And he says my finger went right up its butt on accident, and it went. And I was like, that cat's gay. And he was like, yeah, dude. I was like, oh my God. And I looked at my finger. He did the middle finger too, because it went right up its butt. It went.
Oh God, dude! I ran to the bathroom like ah.
Well, he said he freaked out, but he said the fact of the matter is, he said the cat went, which it didn't get mad. It just liked it.
Are you sure it went in its butt?
No, he said it was in his butthole.
Is it a guy cat?
Yeah, it's a boy cat. It went right into his butthole.
Oh. Yeah,
and it went. It got a sense of pleasure out of it.
That cat be gay.
That cat would be loving going to the vet to get his temperature checked. Not so fun for me.
Oh fuck! Gary Catlow says I just seen deleted scenes for T1.
Huh?
It's Terminator 1.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah.
It shows Sarah and Kyle bonding. One scene, Kyle has a breakdown. The last one shows the factory is actually owned by Cyberdyne. And I want a DVD that restores it all.
That'd be cool. Sick. Yeah. I'd rather. I don't know why you would like cut out anything from that movie or the second one. They're all great. I understand for time you can't have like a 4-hour movie, but yeah. But the thing about Kyle and Sarah, they had all the bonding time they needed when he had his dick deep inside of her. So I mean, that was a lot of bonding right there. Their bodies were connected at a level that Annie Lennox sings about.
Hey,
but I do like. It is weird to me. You know what? Not James Cameron. Zack Snyder's opened the door up for a lot of these directors, past and new, that they can be like, hey, maybe I can get my vision out there in some way or another, like the full restored vision. But I hope they do. I mean, I mean, even I know it's probably not profitable for them to release it in the theaters like that, but if they put it on a special edition or a re-release of a DVD or a Blu-ray, that's not only smart marketing and it does justice to the director, they make money too.
Yeah, that's why they do it, Jim.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they'll put out a whole fucking $40 release for like 2 seconds of new footage, but we're commercial whores. And that's just what we are.
But be honest, would you not buy it?
Yeah, I'd probably buy it
if it was like 2 minutes extra on something.
That's
like
a lie. I don't really buy anything anymore. Like ever,
that's true.
almost.
I haven't had a physical media or sex in about 3 weeks. But a physical copy of. I'm sorry, that was slipped out. That was a Freudian slip.
You got to get on that, man.
I don't. No, it was actually. It's what. Don't worry. When she gets home today, I'm gonna fucking. It'll be like a monkey leaping off a tree.
Like, you're either sitting on this dick or you're cutting this.
Listen, when she walks into this room, it's gonna sound like Congo. It's just she's gonna hear something like in the distance in the dark, and then she'll be attacked.
Put on like ambient.
But it's gonna be
noises.
fun. It's not gonna be like one of those nasty. Don't twist it. Yeah, I'm gonna be hanging up like on a branch or something, and just standing in the corner like this, and then jumping.
I like to turn on what's the song? I like to turn on Immigrant Song when my wife gets home from work, and then I hide in the corner, and then when it gets to the part where it's like I just jump out with my dick dangling around like Spider-Man. Yeah.
Or I might have to pull up the moves tonight, which is very similar to Austin Powers. I close my eyes and but yeah, anyway, I'm just saying I haven't bought anything like a physical media copy of anything in like fucking years. I don't even know the last time I actually did that. But I mean, for people that collect it, it's awesome.
I just bought one the other day, but it's the first one I bought it. Well, I pre-ordered the Halloween 5 because it has the deleted footage in it. I was like, we got to be on that.
Oh,
shit,
yeah, that's
man.
true. Yeah, I got to get that one.
So, but it'll be here.
Well, I want to get that, and I haven't got it yet. I'm fucking stupid, but I want to get the whatever the highest definition bullshit of Justice League.
Me
Zack
too.
Snyder's.
I didn't get that fucking shit either.
I think it's sold out.
Well,
it might be available now.
You can get the regular Blu-ray. You just
Well,
can't.
I want
get
the 4K.
Yeah, yeah.
I want the highest definitions. I want to see Ben Affleck's chin hair in all of its glory.
Butt hair. When he gets in the shower.
Zoom in. Zoom in. God, you know he gets to fuck Jennifer Lopez every night.
More like she gets to fuck him every night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like that.
Bing,
oh my
zoom.
God. Have you ever thought about that though? Like, have you ever just thought about that? Like these actors and musicians, they get to go home and slam a jam that chick every night. Like Machine Gun Kelly, even though he's a bitch and he calls out Slipknot, he gets to slam it with Megan Fox every night.
Yeah.
Every night.
He's probably too fucking high to even get his wiener up.
God, dude, can you imagine? You're sitting across like watching like Murder, She Wrote, and she's sitting there in like a in a bathrobe. And
yeah,
you're like,
but what happens if she farts, dude? Like, imagine
I don't.
Megan Fox farting though. Like, if she just farted, would
No,
she just be like,
I don't think she'll fart in front of you.
Shit, that's my face if she fucking I'd go.
You'd be like this. You're like, but yeah, or you know what I'm doing, but I can't say it. But anyway, it's like, no, dude, it was like this. Look. But anyway, yeah, it's just crazy. And Travis Barker, man, gets to lay down with that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, Machine Gun Kelly is out of his mind. The fact that he started a war with Corey Taylor is insane.
He apparently bitched out McGregor. McGregor tried to fight him, and he pushed McGregor.
Well, because because he wanted a picture. Did you not hear about that?
Yeah, I read all about it.
Yeah, well, McGregor was being an asshole. Like, he just wanted a picture, and he said no. And he was like, "What?" He got mad as fuck. And then he came out the next day. DMs. Yeah, he came out the next day and said, he goes, "I got no beef with Machine Gun Kelly." I was like, "Because you look like an asshole." But Corey Taylor, Corey Taylor was the one that he said. The whole thing with that was that Corey Taylor said that Machine Gun Kelly approached him and asked him if he would do a verse for one of a song that he was working on. And Corey Taylor was like, "Yeah, that's cool." He did the verse, and then Machine Gun Kelly remixed it, changed the bridge, changed the verse, all that stuff, and sent it back to Corey Taylor and asked him what he thought about it. He's like, "Man, I got to be honest, it's not my style. I don't really want to do it."
Yeah.
He's like, "It's just not my style." He's like, "It's not my thing." And because, Machine Gun Kelly, I guess he's like punk rock or some shit like that. So that's not Corey Taylor's.
He was a rapper until Eminem ruined him.
No, I know he was, but he's like a rocker now. But Machine Gun Kelly was like, "All right, that's cool," and he took it out. But then he went on Twitter and said, "Oh yeah, Corey Taylor's bitch ass old man was like trying to be like, oh, I need Machine Gun Kelly. Can I get on Machine Gun Kelly album?" I was like, "I don't work with old men like that." Like, he lied, and then Corey Taylor was blasting his ass, and he got roasted. He literally lied and said Corey Taylor asked him to be on his album. Like, why would Corey Taylor give a shit about you?
I got to read about this.
Yeah, dude, it's hilarious. You got to watch it.
I like that. I like the drama.
And I was like, he already picked a fight with Eminem and got literally ran out of rap. He's going to pick a fight with Corey Taylor and literally get a guitar slammed in his throat.
Yeah, that's funny too. That'd be funny if Corey Taylor puts out Kill Shot 2.
Well, yeah, it's going to happen because, I mean, it's like you're literally taking on Corey Taylor, who's the lead singer of Slipknot, who's way bigger than you'll ever be. And what the fuck? Go home and sleep with your wife.
Yeah, you
relax.
Spend some time on that. Marcus Myers, thank you very much. GTA V Car Stunts. Anthony Stamp says, "I'm gonna have to dip out when you start talking about the Halloween Kills trailer. I want the next footage I see from this movie to be the movie itself."
I understand.
Totally understand, and we will give anybody that doesn't want to hear about Halloween Kills plenty of warning before we start talking about it. We do actually need to pick up with the news though, because there's a lot of Halloween Kills stuff to get to, and I got to pick my kid off the bus at precisely 3:15. So we definitely have to be done by then. But let me see what other super chats I didn't get to here. Joe Madero says, "Hey gents, good to see you again. It's been too long. Mike, how was the game?" Game was fucking awesome, dude. If you guys don't know, earlier this week I took my dad to Lambeau Field to Wisconsin to see the Packers on Monday Night Football. He's never been in his entire life. Super special moment. We've been working on getting this done for like 2 years now, but COVID happened last year. It was fucking amazing, dude. Standing in that fucking stadium, it's goddamn breathtaking. And then we're sitting there, and it's Monday Night Football, so like right at dusk, right as it gets dark, the game starts. the national anthem, they shoot fireworks from all around the goddamn Lambeau, and you're looking up at these fireworks and you're hearing the national anthem, and then the fucking flyover, dude, this gigantic jet just flies right the fuck over, and my dad fucking cried. I fucking got him. He was
Did
crying.
you cry too?
I'm not going to talk about that.
I think you did. It reminds me of a scene from The Sandlot. When they all start looking at the fireworks, that song comes on. He goes, but we knew that Benny the Jet Rodriguez was going to go on and do better things with his life. But we all just got fascinated by the fireworks. But that's cool, man.
I 5 times.
I saw the pictures. It looked cool. I don't even, I've never, the only football game I've ever been to is our college shitty UK team.
Yeah.
And
they also have aluminum bleachers. Just like the Packers.
How much is the beer?
It wasn't bad. It's cool. They have it set up now to where you don't have to. Everybody's behind a screen, so like they drop the fucking dogs through a screen onto the thing, or like the cheese curds, and then the beer's all on a wall. They don't have any draft beer, which was disappointing. I imagine that's a COVID thing though. But you just get your can of beer, you grab the fucking food you want, and you go to a U-Scan and you scan it yourself. Oh. And they know no one's gonna steal it because nobody wants to risk getting kicked out of the fucking game. You know what I mean?
I was like, hey, I'm just after like 6 or 7, I'm like, man, I'm gonna try to steal this real quick. I don't really care about Green Bay or the football game. I'm just gonna try to steal it.
I have a whole story. I almost got in a fight at the game. Not really like a fight, but
argument.
I'll tell it another time. I didn't want to end up on one of those fucking videos that you see all the time.
I wish you had. I wish you got knocked out.
Well, long story.
Like I would have rewatched it over and over again.
Maybe I was. It'll get us more subscribers or something. Mm-hmm. But no. Long story short, this old.
What if you lost a tooth?
Yeah, what if you lost a tooth?
He's like, dude, I went to a Green Bay Packers fan and I lost my front tooth. Like, you a fan, dog? You a fan?
You got your spotted county smile with the fucking thing.
Welcome to the club.
But no, this old dude behind me, this dude sat in front of me and he had a cheese head on. Which you had a Packers game, you're wearing a fucking cheese head. No problem. Yeah. It was obstructing my view, but I don't give a shit, man. I'll look over. No, this dude behind me, he poked me on the fucking shoulder, and I turned around. He said, "Tell him to take that damn thing off." And I just went, I just turned back around, and then he fucking poked me on the shoulder again. He was like, "Tell him to sit on it." And this dude was like Clint Eastwood's age. So he's like, "Tell him to fucking sit on it." And I'm like, "Yeah." And the third time he hit me in the fucking shoulder again. I'm like, I'm trying to watch the goddamn game, and he's like, "Tell him to take it off. I can't see." And I'm like, "Dude, he's closer to me than you." So I poked dude on the shoulder and I said, "Hey man, do you mind? The guy behind me says he can't see. He'd like it if you took your hat off." And he's cool about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, no problem, man. I get it." I was like, thank God. The girl next to him, which wasn't his girlfriend, I guess it was her sister because she was there with her boyfriend. They both ended up being super cool, by the way. She's like, "No, the fuck you will not." She was like, "You came all the way from Arkansas to see this game. You'll wear your fucking cheese head if you want to." And I was looking at me and I was like, I was trying to go.
That's what I was trying. If that was my girl or I was related to that girl, I would make this face. I'd be like, "Listen, I'm trying to avoid a fucking concussion. And you are not helping my situation. Stop." Yeah. You know why? Because you get to yell like that because you know no one's going to hit you. They're going to hit me. You idiot.
I have seen women getting hit in those videos too.
I have too, though.
She just started to go off, and then she's looking at me, and I'm trying not to let the guy know that I'm just throwing him under the bus completely, but I was going, "It's not me. Not me." I was pointing to the guy behind me, and then the guy goes, "I said it, damn it." And she looks at him and she goes, after screaming at me as nice as I was being, she looks at him and goes, "Oh, well, for you, he'll take it off, old man." And I was like, what the fuck? How did I get the bad guy in this situation? I'm just trying to be nice. They all ended up super cool, but I was for a second afraid I was going to end up on, because her boyfriend just looked at me when she started going off.
No, dude, I
was like, God damn it.
You know what? I feel like I'd be safe right there. I feel like I'd be in the warm water right between the deep end and the shallow end, because all I would do is I tap on that guy's shoulder and be like, "That dude called you an asshole.
That's what I should
That
done.
Dude wants to fight you." And then they'd be like, "But he wants you to take that goddamn hats off." That's what he's saying. I'm just quoting what he's saying. And then if he took it off, and then that girl was like, "What the fuck?" I'd be like, "He just called you a bitch." And he said, "You need to shut up and go back to the kitchen." That's exactly what he said. And then I would sit back with my phone and I'd be like Nightcrawler, like Jake Gyllenhaal, and I would create the scene and then get the perfect shot.
That's all I should have fucking done, dude.
Yeah, because you know what? You were in a safe spot, because it was like, I didn't say anything. If somebody was like, "Hey, tell that motherfucker that he needs to shut the fuck up," I'd be like, "Sir, that guy said you're a motherfucker and you need to shut the fuck up." He said, "Who said that?" That big dude.
That.
And I was like, "I didn't say nothing. I'm sitting here with my father.
It's like
I'm from Kentucky, and I'm watching the game and enjoying the camaraderie. Not me. I'm here with my father." That would have been. You should have filmed all that. Like
Yeah.
that would have been something to pull out your phone and start
I
really
was
recording.
fucking nervous. I was like,
Put
I
it on
cannot
World
get-
Star.
It's like I cannot get. When her boyfriend looked at me, I was like, "No, I don't want."
Did you avoid eye contact like a T-Rex?
I looked at him, but I was just like, "No." I was like,
You know what?
No.
You have to disarm yourself immediately when a guy like that looks at you. You gotta go like,
Yeah. And it wasn't even that. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I would, but like in that situation, I was solely worried about getting kicked out. That was all. I didn't care about getting a fight or getting my ass kicked. I just did not want a confrontation because if it was like the fucking 2 minutes into the goddamn game, and I would have fucking hated myself if like something had happened and I missed that shit. But
well, that's true though, because even if you had done that with that dude, if you'd just been like, or like just give him the standard, he'd be like, "What the fuck you nodding for, motherfucker?" I'm like, I'm not. I got a crick in my neck.
Cheese coat.
Would you like a fresh beer?
My name's Yev. I don't speak English.
Or you could just go straight and be like, "Oh, I just look at how sexy you was. If you want with your girl, I'll be like with you tonight." You'd be like, "Oh my god,
You want to fuck?
yeah, I want to wrestle. Let's wrestle,
You want to stick your finger in my butt?" I go, "Brr."
honey. Get my oil."
Oh my fuck. So yeah, to answer your question, Joe, it was an experience of a lifetime, man. And we got to go on a tour afterwards, got to walk up to the field, got to walk through the tunnel where the players walk through. They even piped in crowd noise. Fuck, if you're a Packers fan, do the tour. It's fucking worth it. Jambosi says, just watch the Matrix trailer. As much as it looks beautifully directed, but is it just me that thinks that it should be directed like a 90s movie to link it up? That wouldn't be a bad idea.
I feel like that. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I
If they
did
put
love
too
the
much
trailer,
CGI shit to it and try to make it way too today, like Joker would say, let's make you more today in Batman '89. It's not going to work. I think that if you're going to allow one more movie in the Keanu Reeves style, you got to shoot it in the way that those movies were shot. It's still going to look good. It just, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I still think it's a mistake, but the whole thing, I just think Keanu Reeves, the whole thing is, but
I just love that trailer. I thought that trailer
what it
was
is.
so
It is what
fucking
it is.
sexy. It makes me go cuckoo. Sean Davis says, "Damn you assholes! That cat story made it so I can't eat my lunch, and I'm hungry."
I can only imagine he was eating like a tuna sandwich. And then when I said butthole and he was like, "Oh shit. God damn it. This is my favorite tuna." Oh, I don't even like tuna sandwiches.
I like tuna sandwiches. You just gotta put a little mayonnaise in it and then douse that bitch in salt and pepper.
I love Double Sandwich, but I've never had tuna. I've never had tuna from there. Never.
It's good. It's actually their best.
I
sandwich.
heard it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy John's has a good tuna sandwich too.
Fuck that.
Have you ever actually had Jimmy John's?
No, I did.
You did?
But I'm just saying for the character. No, yeah, but no, I've had Jimmy John's. The reason why I don't like Jimmy John's is I don't know. I feel like it's you get a bigger sandwich at Subway. Do with that with what you will.
You get a bigger fucking old cock meat
No,
sandwich.
I mean, if you get the right one, you have to get the right combo, and you got to have the right staff working.
Might as well buy a fucking lottery ticket.
No, because I know the staff that works at Subway.
Yeah, Patricia.
The best people. There's Peter, Shane, Marcia, and Linda.
You're full
What
of
happened?
shit.
Did you go deaf?
Yeah, my thing popped. It went pop, 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 pop. Hey, girl,
you must have been so hungry. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Silver Wolf Society says, I know it's not necessarily in your guys' wheelhouse. Whee! But you guys should do a live reaction to Norm Macdonald's ESPY speech.
Oh yeah, I've heard it. I've never watched it, but that'd be cool, dude. He's fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah,
I would do that.
Fucking rest in peace, Norm Macdonald.
For show.
For show. All right, let's do some quick news real quick.
Hey, by the way, I did watch this one thing really quick about Norm Macdonald. He was on one of those YouTube. It was terrible, dude. The interview was fucking awful. And you could tell like he's way funnier than everybody on the stage. And he's like legend, dude. And he's like YouTube. It was like a YouTube live event. And they had Andy Samberg and Lonely Island on there. It was like a YouTube music event. I don't know why. They just told Norm to be there and help host it. But he was like, this is fucking stupid. And he was like sitting there and he was pretty much asking. He asked Andy Samberg, he's like, oh yeah, you guys, you know the Lonely Island? He was like, yeah, I just thought it was called Samberg and the other guys. And he was like, he goes, how'd you get the name, man, Lonely Island? Because aren't all islands pretty much lonely? Aren't they all like pretty much on an island? Like that's the whole point. And like he was making fun of him and stuff. And you knew that Andy Samberg knew that he was doing it, but he was roasting him on, it was like a camaraderie thing because they're both from SNL. And but he was going after the other two guys because he's like, your brother and that guy in the glasses. He's like, I don't give a fuck about either one of them. It's like, honestly, he goes, they're writing on your name is what he was. I feel like he was saying they're writing on your name.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I was like, oh, he might not be wrong.
As talented as those other two guys are, I do think like that's the only guy's name I remember. I think the other guy's like his brother or something though.
No, yeah, the one guy, there's his brother and the guy in the glasses that looks like a young Quentin Tarantino's bastard son.
But we're going to need to clean up on aisle 4.
Yeah,
just
I like the only guy, but Norm Macdonald was just one of those guys. Like he just like, dude, there was one thing where he was on a Conan O'Brien show and he was doing a cooking segment with Chef Ramsay, and he's like. He just doesn't give a shit. He goes, what I want to know, man, is why would anybody want to become a cook in their life? Like, why would you go to school to be a cook? And Chef Ramsay's like, actually, they're called chefs. Women are cooks. Like, and they're like, ooh. And he was like, I goes, well, my Jesus, I need to be like. He was like, he knew he set him up for it, so he started laughing, and then he was trying to make this weird concoction, and Chef Ramsay gets mad at him and pulls it away. He was like, look at this, Norm. He's like, what are you talking about? He goes, don't pull it. He goes, you pull it from my fucking hand and then blamed it on me. Like, you destroyed it and said, oh, it's fucking Norm. Dude, you got to watch those clips.
He's hilarious to watch in social settings because he really doesn't give a fuck, but he's also not trying at all to not give a fuck. It's just natural.
Well, dude, that's what Bill Burr had literally come out and say, like, there's comedians that give like a 1% fuck because they want to keep their jobs, but he literally gives zero shits, or he gave zero shits about what you thought about him, about what his political views were, about what his religious stance was. He would say, fuck you, make fun of you, and do it in a way that you've never been roasted that way before. He was quick on his feet, and he roasted everybody that like came after him half the time anyway. And he didn't care. Like, dude, literally, they said, don't make fun of OJ. Because the guy at NBC was best friends with him. The next day, he makes fun of OJ and gets fired. Like, he just didn't give a shit. He's like, you're not going to tell me what the fuck to do. Yeah. Because you think it's not funny. Fuck you.
I never found his stand up or anything funny, but I thought it was always funny to watch him in social interactions because he doesn't give a shit. Okay. Stacey James says, I sent that 80s rap theme song for Halloween month. Thanks, man. I have not. We have a specific thing that we're already doing for the intro, but we'll check it out. I'm behind on emails too. I'm behind on everything after this week. Jan Bose says, what's your thoughts on No Way Home theories? Personally, as much as I want Toby and Andrew in it, it'd be hilarious if they ain't. That movie is gonna. I've never seen a movie that's gonna disappoint people if it doesn't have every single thing they wanted it so much in my life.
I think it's gonna have, but I think it's gonna have. You know what? I think it's gonna have Garfield and McGuire. I don't think that Marvel would have allowed the rumors to spread as much as they've spread, and they've just taken on a life of their own. If they would have already had interviews, or they would have already squashed that shit early on to prevent it from being a disappointing film. I think that McGuire and Garfield show up. Maybe not like in the movie, like 20, they probably show up at the end or something. Like they're in a cameo appearance, but Marvel's not that stupid where they're like, we're just going to let this kind of go out of control and we're not going to step in front of it. Because if they really wanted to, they could have just got the interview with Garfield and McGuire just for them to both be like, no, we're not in the movie. And Marvel just to be at the very beginning of those rumors, be like, yeah, they're not in the movie. We're not interested in doing Spider-Man into the dimensions or whatever it's called. Or into the multiverse. Yeah,
that's true. I guess some people have come out and said that. We're not that. Like Andrew Garfield, I think, came out and said, "I'm not in the movie." Like, I'm not.
I know it doesn't matter. He's like, "You're a liar."
Yeah,
you're a liar. At this point, the movie's got to be so good that when the movie's over, it's got to fucking burst out roses at the audience.
Yeah,
that's the only way. It's got to be that good now.
Yeah.
I feel bad for it.
Fuck it. Here's what we will do, you guys. We will go straight into the Halloween Kills news. So I'm going to warn you right now, if you do not want to be spoiled, and I'm not talking about spoilers that aren't out there. I'm talking about just if you don't want to know what's in the trailer, because we still don't spoil shit on this channel. We're only going to talk about what was in the actual trailer. I'm not even going to reference what we just saw on Jamie Lee Curtis's Instagram. That's a huge spoiler that we talked about, but didn't say what it was. But the recent Halloween Kills trailer came out, 2 minutes, 18 seconds long, I think is the line of it, and we're going to talk about what was in there, which didn't spoil me on anything, but did officially show something big for the first time. So if you don't want to hear about that, go ahead and click off now. We understand. We love you. We miss you. Catch the replay if you want to, but either way, I'm going to cup your balls with my mouth.
You want to get into this now?
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to run late on it, and we can do the other movie news if we still have time afterwards. Took us a longer to get to this point than I thought.
We got a break coming up soon, but okay, let's get into it.
Well, no, if you want to go ahead and piss, we'll just do that first because I don't have to. I'm good.
Okay, I gotta go pee. I'll be back.
All right, we'll shoot shit for a minute. One of the pieces of news I was going to talk about is, did you guys see that Womp Stomp's doing a Never Hike Alone 2 full feature film, which is super dope. Dope as fuck. I'm really proud of those guys. It's really awesome. They continue to be fucking pioneers in all this shit. And, you know, it's crazy. As good and as high quality as the Never Hike Alone shit is, a full feature film from them is, to me, it's pretty much the same thing as a Friday the 13th movie. You know, at least for the horror community. And if more people knew about it, if it was going to play in theaters, I think it would be legit something everybody was talking about. And not just us in the horror community, but some dude at Kroger was like, yeah, they're bringing Jason back. Woo-wee. You know, it's sad we can't get that kind of level of excitement because of these fucking greedy assholes. But how cool is it that Womp Stomp is actually going to make a full feature film? And we just know it's going to be fucking rule because I've loved everything that they've done so far. Super happy for those guys. So I thought that was a pretty big piece of news for the old horror community there. They're going to have to do like 3 different crowd funds for it, which I imagine it's going to be expensive as fuck. But Ryan Gillen says that guy at the game was still pissed after all this time about his jukebox quarters. I told that story last night. I was at a volleyball game, and we're out there at the bar where we play volleyball, and these dudes we were on the jukebox on our phone app, and these dudes just kept skipping us. Like, you can pay double to skip, and they were playing like Mexican music, which is fine, Latino music, however you want to say it. But the entire night was just that. And we paid like $6 for some random songs. It was like Chumbawamba and like some dumb shit like that. And we were like, fucking, by the end of the night, we're like, we're not leaving till our fucking songs come on. Because we paid for them. So we sat there for like 2 extra hours, more than necessarily needed, to just listen to their music. And they played our songs when the lights came up. And those people finally left. It was really sad, actually. And I'm embarrassed. Courtney said, Mike's dad makes me want a bucket hat now. He asked me before the game. He's like, does this look okay? I'm like, it looks fucking badass, Dad. That fucking rules. That hat does. But, oh, I say to Ghost. I like that when Jay walks away, all we see is his pleasure bed. Jay fucks on that thing, guys. That is the place Jay's naked butt cheeks sit constantly. Piping guns hot after a poo. Jambosi says, still yet to watch original Halloween in 2018 yet. I still enjoy the Halloween Kills updates you guys do. Gets me hyped to join the fandom. So I imagine you're not saying that you haven't seen Halloween or Halloween 2018. I'm imagining what you're saying is you haven't done a back-to-back watch. Because if you haven't seen Halloween, buddy, I wish I was you. Fresh fucking eyes, full hearts, can't lose. First time watching Halloween right now at this age. Oh, God, that would be so good on the whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, I was just talking about how that bed that behind you, that you have sex in it.
Yeah, I do.
It's where you fuck.
I do fuck a lot in there sometimes. And also I play with myself.
Yeah, it's where you jerk your
I do.
jergens.
I like to watch a little porn and then watch some ASMR to relax the body and then just, go to town. Yeah. But yeah, Halloween, what's going on with that?
Flop like a fish. I don't know why I thought that. Anyways, yeah. Halloween Kills. I'm glad that image is in your minds and fresh and ready to go. But the trailer comes out. Did you guys watch it? Let us know if you guys watched it, what you thought about it. Overall thoughts, Jay, on the trailer?
Again, I think that at the beginning, if that's one of the major kills, I think they've done a disservice. I think that's fucking a stupid idea. But overall, you know what? Honestly, there's one scene specifically that stands out to me when I watched it.
Which part are you talking about, by the way, with the opening?
The very beginning of the car scene where he like jumps on it and he's like it showed more of an evolved. They showed more of the scene than they did in the last trailer. They actually showed more of it. Oh,
you're talking about Marion Chambers?
Yeah, the whole thing. Like yeah. I felt like that was expanded way too much. I was like, just wait, you had enough. The last trailer was enough. Mm-hmm. And then there's one specific scene that stands out in my mind though is again, I hope you guys are here that want to know about this shit. But there's one scene specifically where the camera kind of zooms in. It looks like Dr. Loomis standing in the doorway.
It is. It absolutely is. And I sent you those pictures,
Yeah.
which I'll
Yeah.
pull up here and show you guys now. Oh, that's not the one. Speaking of the Loomis thing, that is absolutely. Hold on. Let's find it here. Did I go too far? I think I went too far. Hang on.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Fucking Dr. Loomis he looks stocky as shit. Looks like Tom Hardy with a fucking coat on.
He does. Does this not look like a diorama? Like a diorama? Like it?
Yeah, it does. It looks like a figure. Yeah, an action figure.
Yeah, that is so. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. The fact that they filmed this for Halloween Kills and it looks. I mean, dude, it is spot on. Every fucking square inch of this shot it looks straight out of the movie. You know. But it's also.
I feel like
weird.
it shouldn't have been in the trailer at all.
I wish it wasn't. But I mean, to be fair, the fucking reviewers from Venice spoiled this already. That was the big spoiler we were talking about when we did our video about the reviews.
Yeah.
We said they fucking spoiled the Dr. Loomis thing for everybody. And I was even texting people involved in the thing about it, and they were like, "Yeah, I figured that would happen eventually, anyways." And here it is. They might have. Who knows? Was this shot in there before, and they just added it because they were like, "Hey, fuck it, it's already been spoiled. We might as well put it in there and try to give people some extra incentive." To
I don't know. I feel like the whole trailer is unnecessary. It really is. I mean, and especially showing that scene. Come on, guys! Like, leave it up to let the audience enjoy it first. I mean, that would be a really popular moment where everybody could get together and talk about it after the movie was over. But now it's like, oh well, there it is. Yeah, I don't know. In a fucking trailer, what the fuck?
Yeah, and the thing about it is too, just to get this out of the way real quick, it's like people will say, and I understand it. Like, and I'm not like genuinely upset. I'm gonna enjoy the movie. Like, I'm having some stuff spoiled for me. I don't want it. But I will say that I'm absolutely just as excited for Halloween Kills as I was before I was spoiled stuff. It's not going to ruin. But I will say there's people out there who say, oh, who cares? They spoil stuff, whatever. Who is? I get it. Like, it's not a big, huge fucking deal, right? Whatever. It's not like finding out Han Solo died or anything like that or like some huge thing. Yeah. But at the same time, it is a little bit frustrating as a fan because it'd be so easy not to spoil any of this stuff. Like, you don't have to show like any of this shit, and people are still gonna go see this fucking movie, especially now that it's on goddamn Peacock. And I think that was the point of this trailer as a whole. I think the whole reason they put this trailer out there is because at the end you see, and we said that, we fucking called that shit. At the end of the trailer, it comes up, he goes, in theaters October 15th, and now you have and streaming on Peacock really big. I think that was the whole purpose.
It should have still been get on the cock.
Yeah,
only on the cock. But yeah, look, yeah, it was an advertisement ploy for Peacock streaming service, which is fine. But again, you could have made another trailer for that streaming service, and not had shown so much. I mean, they could have put a basic fucking trailer together and not shown as like a couple of extra scenes that really didn't matter for the overall plot, and people would have been satisfied. But I'm also in the same boat. I don't get mad necessarily about spoilers. Like, it doesn't ruin the movie for me. I'm still gonna go fucking see it and love it. But I get mad for the fact that it does suck when they put out so much information in a trailer that when you go in, you're not surprised anymore. Like, if there's, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's not like it ruins it for me, but it sucks. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm still going to have sex with you, but you were mean to me.
Yeah. It would just be nice to experience that moment with the crowd and not just be chilling, watching a trailer and go, oh fuck. But in the essence of the movie, it would be more like, oh fuck, I can't believe this is happening.
The Dr. Loomis thing specifically, I like the fact that as fans, everybody they had conjecture and they were talking about it and like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if this happened or that happened, and then just to blatantly show it, it's like, well, you just took that away. That's fun.
Yeah. Jimmy Patalaski says, Badalitsky says, yeah, but we knew there would be flashbacks, so I didn't have a problem with them showing that scene. That's how I felt when we did the trailer reaction before and you see Lori sit up and Michael's behind her, and everybody's like, you guys missed the flashback scene. And I was like, no, we didn't. I was like, that was just a clip from Halloween. And we knew there'd be a flashback scene. I think the Loomis thing is what bothers me. And the fact that, you can very clearly see here that this scene did not take place in the movie. And also, it's a dead giveaway that they're bringing Loomis back. Now they're not going to CGI him. This is an actual person who worked on the set. Actually, kind of looks like Loomis, and then they use someone else's voice. I think I heard for the sound.
Yeah, it looks like Loomis just destroyed a bathroom in there and it stunk up the whole neighborhood.
Do not go
like, you know
there.
what? He looks like the same confident and triumphant man that goes to the bathroom in someone else's house and shits the door. They're like, smell my glory, and just stands at the doorway. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, I'm sure they're going to expand on more of that in the movie, but still, I wouldn't have shown that at all. Like that would have been one piece I definitely wouldn't have shown. Like, I feel like that's like one of the hidden Aladdin treasures that you should have kept for the movie. Just the movie.
I agree completely. But
because if you go into the movie and you're like, I don't know, dude, I don't know if they're gonna get Dr. Loomis. They're not gonna do it. Oh, they totally will, you asshole. It's like, no, you're dumb shit. And then you see it and you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool, man. Like, that would have been way cooler if not to know about it.
I agree completely. But yeah, letting that being upset about the spoiler stuff aside, that it's fucking exciting. Like, we can go ahead and be excited, might as well, because Loomis, they're gonna touch on that, and that's something that if they do it right, it's going to be fucking amazing. Yeah. It'd be really easy to fuck it up, though. And it looks like, I mean, we're very clearly going to see Michael get apprehended, which we talked about this after Halloween 2018 came out. We were like, oh, man, I would love to go back and see what took place with Sheriff Hawkins, because he mentions in Halloween 2018 that he had the chance to kill Michael and didn't.
Yeah.
We said,
like an interrogation room or something.
Yeah.
That'd be bad. Just,
my
like,
God.
And then he's like, the sheriff's like, I'm gonna go get some coffee, I'll be back. And then all of a sudden, out of the shadows, Batman steps out, like in Dark Knight. Yeah. But yeah, dude, just the idea of Michael in an interrogation room with the sheriff, and then, you know, just going off. If they show a flashback scene of that, holy fuck, that'd be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't want to see his face,
and I think we're definitely going to see him get apprehended, obviously, because you've got all these cops. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And Michael's standing there like, God damn it, you fucking got me. I do like Loomis, though, when he comes out. It's like, if Loomis didn't know this was going on and he just walked out front and Michael's surrounded by cops, he's like, God damn it, Michael, what have you gotten yourself into?
It looks like Loomis is like trying to, it's like Loomis is a father. It's like, son, you need to stand up for yourself, okay? You need to take responsibility for what you did. You stole Hubba Bubba from a 7-Eleven. They're here to pick you up. Now be a man and take it. Like, he's like, you march right out there like the soldier that you are, and you accept responsibility. It just looks like Loomis looks like a proud, like, not really, but like a slightly disappointed but slightly proud father. He's like, yes, he's finally taking responsibility for himself.
That's exactly what I was thinking, dude.
It's like your parents marching you back to the store after you lifted some kind of candy and tells you to tell the clerk that you're sorry.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, our version of Michael Loomis, he'd be like the father kind of figure, and he'd be pissed. He'd be like, what have you done? What have
go in
you
there,
done?
Michael. You're gonna go back and you're gonna tell him, sir, I'm sorry I stole. But yeah, it's a cool scene, man. I can't wait to see how it plays out.
Yeah. So that's one thing that happened. That was the biggest thing of the trailer. But I just got a picture of this. The picture I sent you of the mask of her. It's like,
it's like, okay, yeah,
I got this thing on.
Oh, just.
I can't say anything. Mom, stop.
Hey, that's my face when I drink anything IPA. That's how it feels.
He looks like a fucking marshmallow man.
He looks like a fat samurai painting. Like, you know, like an ancient China. If you got one of those plates and they had like a fat samurai, he looks like the guy from Street Fighter.
He does. He looks
Hondo. He looks like Honda. He looks like Honda.
He looks like the moon. He kind of looks like the moon with the craters. This is just a bad freeze frame, but yeah, and you can see very clearly. We thought for so.
He looks like a goblin, dude.
But you can see very clearly this is not Laurie's hands. That looks like Kyle Richards' hands, is what people are saying, and that makes sense with the jewelry and stuff. But Mom, stop it!
It's dude. I just the freeze frame is funny because it's like he reminds me of Bobcat Goldthwait.
He looks like he wanted his mom to buy him the new Trick or Treat Studios mask, and he puts it on in the store, and she's like, "Take it off, we're not buying it." And he's crying. He's like, "I want it," and she's like taking it off him. It's like, "No, we can't afford it."
It looks like every Halloween fan when the movie kept getting delayed. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, yeah, you know, yeah, either it's Kyle Richards or it's fucking Pat Benatar. Like, one of those people are grabbing his mask. Hit me with your best shot. Go ahead and stab me with your best knife.
And we're not making fun of the mask. Obviously, the mask is fucking badass.
It looks great.
This is just, it made me laugh when I freeze framed it on this shot, so we wanted to talk about it.
Well,
but,
hopefully she doesn't pull the fucking thing off because she's stretching the shit out of it.
More and more, I'm hearing that there's going to be some unmasked Michael. We'll see what happens.
No, it's not.
Dude, I love this shot. The one of him standing in front of the car. I tweeted out earlier today, evil dies tonight, but style is immortal. Introducing the new 2021 Kia Sorento. The one where he's standing next to the Jeep with the knife out. And looking badass.
That's it. Yeah. You know who's driving that Jeep, don't you? It's Matthew McConaughey. It's a Lincoln commercial. He goes, y'all wild. Y'all wild. I know it's not a Lincoln, but I'm just saying I can see Matthew McConaughey. Y'all wild. Yeah, that's you know what? That looks like a great poster.
He looks fucking sexy there, dude.
Yeah, he does. He looks really good.
I love the way James Jude holds the knife out to the side the way he does.
It looks like your dad when you've asked him to pick you up at 3:00 in the morning from the bar because you ran out of gas, and your dad just standing there waiting for you to stop being a dumbass and get in the car. It's like, oh shit, my dad's here. I gotta go.
That's so fucking true, dude.
Dude, that's happened. That happens. Like we've had those experiences before, dude. It's the worst feeling in the world when you look over and your mom or your dad is sitting next to the car just staring at you. You're like, I am so fucked. My dad's here, bro.
Yeah, or your dad comes home from a business trip early because you were fucking acting
Dude,
up.
that's how Big Dad used to look when I was when I was taking too long in the comic book store. That's how he would stand in the doorway. I'd be like, JT, let's go. I'm like, God, stop it. Now everybody knows who I am.
Sir Cod Gamer says, do you all see the gunshots or not? I can't tell. Do you all see the gunshots?
The gunshots.
I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean there, my friend. I apologize. Kevin Williams says, hey guys, any thoughts on the one I know on the I Know What You Did Last Summer series? Also, Mike, that Bears hat looks a little bit off. I see what you did there. Check our the end of our last live stream. We talked about it. There was a new trailer today or yesterday, and it's longer, and it still looks like shit.
Yep. Literally, I was taking a dump when I was watching. I was like, this is appropriate. It's like I feel like Jeff Goldblum said that is one big pile of shit. Like everything they released so far, even the newer one, and they're trying to make it even more like cool. It looks fucking trash. It looks
bad. I think
it's great value brand ravioli. You know that's gonna taste like cauliflower. I only know that because when we were doing the sketches, I happened to have some cauliflower ravioli or one of the SpaghettiOs of some of the nastiest shit I've ever put in my mouth. Dude, for 2 days, my mouth tastes like paste. It tastes like Elmer's glue.
You fucking took 3 big.
Why? Because I was trying to do it for the scene, but dude, like at the next day, dude, I shit out paste. I shit out like glue.
Yeah, your insides were not ready for.
Yeah, dude, they were not good. Like I cannot believe kids eat that. I think they're monsters that fucking sell that.
You guys will see what we're talking about on Halloween Horror Month. But yeah, no, and like they don't even show the guy's hook, and there's a quick shot of the killer, and he looks just like a dude wearing a black fucking hoodie. And I'm sure that that's just because he's in the corner. He probably still has the fisherman jacket on. But yeah, we'll see, man. It comes out October 15th.
It looks like they're just covering up the fact that those 2 girls hooked up at the party.
Yeah, like who cares?
I was like, yeah, I mean, put it on a Girls Gone Wild video and call it a night. Goodbye.
Jambo says he actually has not seen any Halloween movies. Man, I would love to be you. Like,
what you said to me? You come into this house? Hey, man, you got to get on that shit. Holy fuck. Well, got to say right away, first thing you got to do is watch the original Halloween. Don't watch the new one because I know it's tempting. Watch the original Halloween. But it's like a choose your own adventure because there's different like storylines. For the beginning, you got to go with Halloween 2, okay? Because that's one movie. The originals, and then skip Halloween 3 because you're not ready for that. Okay, you're not ready for that. Okay, that's the advanced class. That's the advanced. You got to go back, watch. You can watch Halloween 2018 because it'll make more sense to you after you watch the first 2 Halloweens. Watch Halloween 2018, and then for shits and giggles, go into Halloween 4, 5, 6. Get into that boat.
Yeah,
yeah. That's how that would be my watching. It would be Halloween 1, 2, and then Halloween 2018. Rob Zombie comes later. Okay.
Yeah, you save that for last, buddy.
That's
that for fucking last.
That's hypothetical theory 101. Okay, and we're gonna get there, but not right now.
Hey, that's a whole video. We should talk about like the appropriate way
watching
to
order, the proper. The whole thing. Yes, the appropriate watching order.
We're doing that in October. It's a fucking done deal. We'll do it for you, Jen Broste. Gary Catlow says, I can't tell if that's the original mask or not. It looks like it's just the 2018 mask painted to look new. I think it's not the original mask. Like, she's going back to this shot of the flashback scene. By the way, Michael looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, he looks great.
And that's a different Michael, I believe. It's neither James Jude Courtney nor is it Nick Castle that they got for that scene. Probably because they want him to just look more. He was tinier in that
more
movie.
Intimidating, yeah.
But the that mask looks like an original to me. It's not the original because the original mask is torn to shit. I think Nick Castle is, maybe if I'm not mistaken, Nick Castle might be the one that owns it. But there was a picture that was leaked online last year of what the original mask looks like today.
Terrible.
And the mouth is all like, it's literally going,
yeah.
It's fucking gone. There's no way they could use it.
If we keep drinking, that's what our face is going to look like in 5 years. This is what liver damage does. Cirrhosis, motherfucker.
It's funny because it's true.
It really is. Cirrhosis of the liver.
Oh, let's go to this big ass fucking flashback scene as well. Young Michael Myers wearing the clown suit.
You know who I thought that was? When you first sent that to me and I was looking at it, I was like, who the fuck is that? And I was like, did they do something crazy here? Is that Danielle Harris? No, do they do like the Jamie for some reason? Did they throw Jamie in there and they're finally gonna like act like Halloween 4 and 5 happened? I was like, no, they didn't. You assholes. And then I looked at it closely and I was like, oh, it's a guy, it's a little boy, but it looked like a girl. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, it is. It's weird too to have this scene expanded on because we got what 4 seconds. 4 seconds of this kid in the original. All we saw, because everything was through the mask POV, right? When he kills his sister. The only time we see this kid with his mask off wearing the clown suit is for like 4 seconds when the camera pans away and his parents are like, Michael? What the
Well, you know,
fuck
honestly,
did you do?
But to be fair, that's all we needed. Because that kid played it really well. Like, it looked like he was in shock and in a state of like, oh, what the fuck did I do? That's
what I'm saying. Like, this is a risk to me. This is a weird risk to me, and I have the utmost faith. I'm sure it'll be great. But for me as a fan, it's very intriguing because I'm like, oh man, we're going to see more of this Michael. Dude, the damage that they could do is, and I don't think that they will. I want to put that out there. I do not think that they will. I think it will turn out just fucking great. Yeah. But the damage they could technically do by handling this scene wrong, it changes everything about the unknown origin of Michael Myers. If that kid talks or he says something as Michael Myers, you are walking on a fucking tightrope, and I cannot wait to see them balance it. So in the essence of the spoilers thing, you know, there's still a lot of really interesting stuff to look forward to in this movie, even if we've seen a lot of shit.
He looked like he just got caught like in the cookie jar. Like he's at 3 o'clock in the morning and someone walked down and you're like, or no, like, or like, you know, when you go into the bag of shredded cheese and you're like sitting there eating it like a fat orangutan and you're just eating it and someone flips the lights on, you're like, that's what he looked like.
Yeah.
But yeah, they can really fuck that scene out. If they don't, you know, again, less is more. Like, I don't think that you need to explore certain things about the backstory. I mean, look, it's cool to see a flashback with Loomis. What?
I just had a fucking idea.
Well, but I mean, you know, look, the kid, I don't need to look, that was the mistake that Rob Zombie did.
Right.
The backstory of the kid, I don't give a shit. Okay, look, the kid in Rob Zombie was a fucked up boy that liked to kill animals. You kill them worthless animals, bah! And then his mom was a stripper. He lived in an unloving house. Of course, that motherfucker became a goddamn killer. Hurts. Jesus Christo, I couldn't see that coming. He goes, oh yeah, I found a dead dog and its balls in his fucking backpack. Yo, he's gonna be a killer one day. That guy's gonna be a killer.
This parakeet's been raped.
Yes, I think that if you have the backstory vague and Michael Myers is just a kid, and again, the original scene in the 78 Halloween is perfect. The way he looked, that's all it took was 4 seconds. You didn't need all this expanded shit.
Hey, that's right. That's all it takes is 4 fucking seconds.
Mine's 2.5.
Hey, so the extra 15 seconds are free.
Dare to dare.
But I just noticed something about this, dude. The red light, and in the second, if you split screen this, just the second butt hair beforehand, it's not red. I think that all we see, and hopefully he doesn't speak or anything like that. I'm sure he won't. But I think this is him looking out the window, waiting for the cops to come. And I think that's like the cops pull up in front of the house and there's just
he's waiting on his fucking Uber.
But like imagine like you're a kid, you just fucking brutally murdered your sister while she was naked, bro. And then your parents get home and they're like, oh, what are you doing out here covered in blood, Michael? And then you go inside and your daughter's dead. So you have to call the cops on your own son, but you don't know what to do with him. You're like, hey, stand in the window.
I know what I do. I'd fucking slap that kid right in the face. Be like, you know what you did? You're going to jail, you little asshole.
You little
Fuck that.
bastard.
That kid needs some discipline.
But yeah, that would be an awkward ass family dynamic, right? And if they show that, if they show the parents actually speaking, going, "What the fuck just happened? We were out, doing cocaine in the bathroom together at this fancy work
Applebee's."
event." Yeah, and like we come home, one goddamn, the dad's gonna come home too. Any dad in America, he'd get home and he thinks he's gonna have some sex. He's gonna make him a bourbon and coke. He gets home, you see your fucking son standing outside, covered in blood, and the dad's in the passenger seat going, can't have one goddamn fucking night. Yeah. Just one night out, fuck, go see a movie and have a good time. You kids fuck everything fucking
My
up.
goddamn son's on his period, and I'm trying to get laid. Well, you know what I also think it could be? And again, I hope to God it's not this. Even though, I guess you could work it in, but I don't want to see it like that. It also could be a flip POV instead of POV, or like a flip, the way the camera is, instead of it going through Michael's mask, it could be him walking through the house.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
To going up, because it looks like he just grabbed the butcher's knife and is getting ready to go upstairs, and they just showed the camera on the boy.
That's interesting too.
I don't want to see that.
But then I wonder if there's going to be boobies again.
I hope that. I want to see that.
I don't think.
But I don't want to.
I don't think they'll
turn the camera back around.
But yeah, I think all we know for sure is that they show him for a second, and then the flashback scene here is something that's a little spoilery as well. I thought in the trailer, this is Karen holding the knife up, and then you see Karen stabbing someone. Now,
Karen probably stabbing a customer that was just gently asking for the manager, and she was demanding the manager
in her fucking Christmas sweater. But yeah, and she stabs down. So I'm guessing in this scene, either she's stabbing a small child, which would be a very sharp character turn,
or a dog.
Or she's probably stabbing Michael Myers here, who's been beaten and is on the ground. So I think we're at least going to get one more injury to Michael. I'm sure there's plenty more to come. But yeah, at some point, Karen fucking stabs something, and it's
I'm not surprised. Karens are going crazy all over the world, so I'm not shocked at this one.
It's fucking spoiler, dude. She's gonna fucking travel back in time, dude, and then she's gonna kill the kid. She kills child Michael Myers to stop all this from happening and end everybody's fucking trauma.
Yeah, bro. You just blew my mind with what you're trying to say right now. Somehow there was a time warp bubble, and she went inside of it, and then Michael Myers is like a little boy hanging out at his house, and she totally stabs down on him and kills him and rids the world of evil. She's the hero that we always needed, bro. I don't even know now. Is that the best? That's probably the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Just blew my fucking mind, bro.
I think my mind is on. Yeah, dude, it's on the ground. I gotta pick it up and find it before my girlfriend gets home. But yeah, it's look, yeah, it's a scene. And she is stabbing someone, so obviously it's Michael. Maybe Michael's down on the. First off, don't be an asshole. If the guy's down on the ground, let him get back up and defend himself. If he's on the ground, it's over. Because you're just taking advantage of being an asshole. But no, yeah, she's probably trying to But she better hope she killed him, because you know what this means. I think she gonna die. I think she misses with the knife, or she stabs him. Hey. Michael gets real fucking pissed and says, "I'm gonna break your neck," and he does.
Hey, what about this though? How about that? That's a perfect segue to this one. The scene where someone's fucking falling from a when someone's let me see if I can find it.
Which one are you?
It's the POV shot of someone falling from a ceiling.
Are they grabbing? Is that the one with the knife?
No, this is the one where the person's you got their hand and they're falling from a ceiling, and there's a group of onlookers below looking up.
I don't have that one.
Oh,
that's all right.
Yeah, so you'll see it on the screen here in just a second if you're looking at it. But that shot was fucking cool. It looked like Hardcore Henry.
I love Hardcore Henry.
It looked just like Hardcore Henry. And I was trying to look at the thing. I was like, oh, fuck, what if that's Michael? But you could see, I counted the digits in the hands, and it looks like all the digits are there. What if, is this Karen? Those are some pretty fucking big sausage fingers that we got going on there. I think that's a man. Maybe
say something, I'm giving up on you.
Windy, I can fly.
And I hope they play Free Falling. She's a She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis. If you imagine, what if Michael was falling and that song comes on? But no, yeah.
If these people are outside of the hospital, and I think that's the hospital, I think you see like a sign or something, and they're doing their "Evil Dies Tonight" chant. Imagine if Michael fucking grabs somebody, throws them off the goddamn roof right into the fucking protesters.
Wait a minute, I see it. First off, there's a wedding band.
Oh, there is, yeah, a little shine there.
Yeah, it's not Michael. It's so it's some kind of fucking male nurse that was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, just got off break, and he said, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm pissed." that guy just got done eating his Dunkin' Donuts, and he had his coffee in his hand, and he didn't even know Michael Myers was in the hospital, and he's like, "Oh shit, I need somebody." And he's like, "Oh." And he was like walking by the window, and then he gets manhandled by this dude and just thrown out the fucking window.
Maybe it is Michael. Maybe it is Michael Myers, and in the beginning of the movie, he gets married. How do we know?
Yeah, or maybe he's not really being thrown out the window at all. He's just jumping off a rock stage, and he's body surfing.
Maybe he's learned to fly.
Maybe he's body. Oh, Neo, I see the one.
Yeah, but that's going to be a cool death scene. Again, wish it could have saved this shot for the movie, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Maybe he's just waving to somebody. Maybe he's hanging out the window.
Hi.
And he's like, "Hi, I know that you're all mad at me, but I'm gonna go kill Lori. Bye."
Worst case situation, dude. Like if a fucking gypsy comes up to you and they're like, see into your future, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna give you a 5-second glimpse into your future. Are you ready? 10 years from now, ready, go." And then you look at your future and it's literally this. It's you fucking flying off of a building, point of view onto the ground. You're like, "God damn it! I fucking knew it."
I would tell whoever I was with, I'd say, "So I'm going to live on a ground floor apartment building for the rest of my life.
I'm never going
I might live underground. I might live in a bunker. I don't know."
Yeah.
But because I know that I'm going to die falling off a high rise. That's all I know.
But that was a cool shot.
That's the worst like memory of a hangover I've ever seen in my life. Like if you have a hangover and you have a pieced together memory of what happened last night, that's you jumping off like a roof to try to like break a table at a party. You're like, "Shit, I should have done that."
Hold up, I lost my fucking thing here. Now I got fucking Free Falling stuck in my head, Jay. Thanks.
I love that song.
Tyler Rumfelt. Thanks, buddy. He says, "Hey, you guys."
Hey, Tyler.
Hello from work. Needed to get some wham deep inside me. Love you, bros. Love you too, man. You have a great fucking shift.
Hey, man, Tyler, man. You make sure you have a baby Ruth on your brain.
So all right, getting into the next shots here. We do see now the next one is the broken leg knife rug shot. Probably what the official name is.
That just looks like one of our videos.
It does. It
literally looks like the same floor of your house that we've shot before.
Yeah, it does, honestly. But no, in this you see Allison. There's a couple shots of Allison getting the fucking shit kicked out of her.
She tried to shoot him with a shotgun.
Yeah,
she deserved it.
That's literally what he said when she tries to shoot. He's like, "Trying to shoot me in the back, eh?"
No, dude, I bet he was pissed. He's like, he grabbed it. He was like, "That fucking shotgun, goddamn!" It's like that shit's a buckshot too. The way he shot, because he was pissed. He's like, "You fucking come at me, my goddamn fingers are hurting, and I'm just trying to do what I got to do, and you try to shoot me in the face with a shotgun. With a shotgun, you try to shoot me in the face."
Clapsy, you did not miss the trailer reaction. We didn't do a trailer reaction on here. We're just going because it was so far fucking removed. Because, like I said, dude, how about that shit, by the way? Third fucking time. The third goddamn time a Halloween trailer has come out in the past couple years that I've been on vacation. My wife was like, "There's seriously someone at Blumhouse is literally just fucking with you, specifically." They're like, "Haha, fucking hate this channel."
Why don't you just start taking your fucking computer with you, asshole?
Why? It's not. I can take my computer. I can't take fucking... You want to lug this fucking thing?
How about maybe
inject this into
how about this,
heart?
Mike? Why don't you invite me?
I invite you before.
No, because you're afraid that your dad and I would get along, and then it would ruin it.
What, is he gonna adopt you and cast me out?
No, actually, I don't know how to talk to your dad. I still call him Mr. Holtz. I feel weird calling him by his first name.
He probably enjoys that.
I don't know if he does or not. He's like, "God, this guy's too old to be calling me that. Now, son, you need to get away from him."
It's a bunch of bullshit though, man. But anyways, yeah, no, we were just too late on it. So we just figured we would just talk about it with you guys. Everybody else has already seen it anyways. And I wasn't sure it was going to be that good or have that much new shit in it. So I wasn't sure if it was worth reaction, but I kind of wish we did after I've seen it. But yeah, no, in this scene, He fucking takes her head and he hits her on that goddamn stair stomp. Just fucking goddamn it, fucking take it.
It looked like Ultimate Warrior fighting Hulk Hogan on the turnbuckle.
Dude, how funny would it have been if he stood her up and slapped her in the tit and went, ah! Like they do in wrestling.
Oh, yeah, it's like, ah! Like the Ric Flair slaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. My God, she might be unconscious. He's going back to the turnbuckle. Now he's going to throw her down the steps. Oh, God, it's a ridiculous. Yeah, dude, it was brutal. It was
cotton.
You know what? Again, I feel like that's toward the end of the film because there's a lot of adrenaline going through.
Yeah.
And I feel like that, again, I feel like we're at the very height of the crescendo of the film when that's all going down. Again, I wouldn't have shown it. I would not have shown that.
Yeah. And then he throws her ass down the steps, and this is the shot here. That's why I freeze framed it here. She very clearly, and you're right, it's got to be at the end of the film because her fucking leg is snapped, dude. Her leg is fucking broken. She looks like fucking Dak Prescott right here. I mean, that shit is gnarly. Biscuit broccoli.
Oh. Even Michael came down the steps. Doing? He was like, oh shit. I didn't mean to do it like that.
He stands up. You got fucked up.
No, he probably like, let's call you an ambulance. He's like, that looked bad.
What else we got here? I think we may have been through them all. We did that. Oh yeah, you talked about this shot. This is the one of him pulling on Nurse Chambers' hair.
Yeah,
it's like I heard you like it rough, real.
He's in a sexual state right here.
Yeah.
God damn, Marion.
Give it to me. But yeah, dude, it's nasty though. Like you don't see it here obviously, but in the trailer, if you watch for it, you can see him rip it out. Like, and you. Hear, You hear the hair go, and I'm like, oh fuck, that hurt.
Again, it's one of those scenes, man. I feel like that scene was expanded on way too much. The one with Marion might be one of the best scenes in the film. One of the best. I'm not saying the best, but it could be one of the best. And they showed too much in that particular scene because I want to see that. Like, okay, for example, other than the 2018 one where they show the closet kill, when he holds his hand over the stall and he drops the teeth.
Yeah.
In the 20, I was like, dude, that would have been amazing to watch in the theater and not know that. You'd be like, God damn, he took that boy's teeth out. But you already knew it was coming. You know what I mean? And so it's like, fuck. So in that one, ripping her hair out like she's a gutter bitch that owes him some money. I'd rather fucking watch that in the theater.
Dude, I love the shot right after that, and I sent you that one too. It's Michael. It looks like he's in the back seat, just the way the trailer shot. All of a sudden,
yeah.
He dives over the car. He hits the window, and then for a split second, it looks like he's in the car, and he goes. He literally does that thing we were doing earlier. He's like, what? Looks directly at the camera. She pissed him off. I think when she shoots at him, you see his head turn. He goes.
That's one of the no, dude, because he's stupid. I'm the best. He's like. Dude, I wish we could tell. Look, dude. Look, Mike, watch.
Hang on. Okay, go ahead.
Dude, that's exactly what he looks like under the mask. There's no doubt. He's a slackjaw idiot. But yeah, dude, I think it's I just it is what it is. I think they showed their boobies too much. I think the cleavage was out too much in this one.
Yeah. But it was cool.
But again, I'm not pissed off. I'm not mad because I can get over it and I can watch it and still enjoy it. And I'll still be surprised about a lot of things. But I know there are people out there that are purist and they don't want. And I get that too. I get them in a lot more ways than, especially for something like Michael Myers and Halloween. It's the same difference. I get them as the same as like a Batman movie. Like if I knew all the plot or the big plot points of the Batman with the Matt Reeves, I'd be pissed. I would be pissed going in and be like, oh shit, Batman dies at the end. You're like, what the fuck? Why would I? But I was like, oh, he dies. Like, okay, well now I don't want to watch it, but I will. But I'll be pissed off at you.
Yeah, it's not like people aren't going to watch it. But what are you going to do? I think.
But it's still cool. I mean, like, dude. I mean, are we all not like ready?
There is one more. Again, another scene I kind of wish didn't get shown. So we've seen shots. This is the one of him breaking the light. We've seen shots of Michael in the bathroom, and we've had very, very many things to say about it, wondering, oh my God, is this the scene where after the fire he rips the mask off? What's it going to look like?
Oh yeah.
And we had that revealed to us before we even got to the movie. Because what happens is the dude's like, someone's in our fucking house. And then he goes into the fucking bathroom, and Michael's just waiting in the goddamn bathroom, like, sup, bro?
I like how he's just breaking the lights. He's like, you're doing too much energy output, assholes. You need to get you need to get what's that called? Energy Star?
Yeah. But and also he's just hanging out in their bathroom. He's like, hey, you're out of toilet paper.
You know what happened is Michael's in there and he finally saw how ugly he looks. Like, fuck that. I gotta get better lights.
You know he got pissed because he didn't hear him. He's like, I've been sitting on this fucking toilet with the dirty butt and no one's heard me yell. God damn it.
Michael wouldn't even have to kill anybody, dude. If he took his fucking jumpsuit off, that butt smell would kill.
Oh wow.
On contact. Dude, can you imagine? He's probably not pooped since he broke out. No, he's probably pooped himself multiple times since he broke out of that asylum. Because he's always had his jumpsuit on. He got burned up, he got shot at, he got all sorts of things fucking happened to him in 2018. You know he shit his pants. And he's just walking around with dry ass crack smell. I love how all the ladies out there like, oh, I love Michael the fuck, but you love a big lumberjack that smells like ass crack to crawl on top of you and pull out his wiener that probably smells like poopy and put it in you. That's great. Then why don't you go fuck Eddie Skank behind 7-Eleven because you're gonna get the same smell. No, have you ladies ever thought about that? Like his dick is gonna smell like Chernobyl
mixed with sweat and rubber.
Yeah, dude, just dry ass. Like imagine the dirtiest kid in your school that never washed his underwear, that wore this. That you would allow that to crawl on top of you. And when it's just gonna be this puff of butt crack smell. Like when he takes his suit off, it's just gonna be this puff of smell, and it's gonna stay in the room. It's gonna smell like dead birds and poop.
It's a really fucking good point that we've never really brought up before, but those are big facts.
But all these thirsty chicks that talk about it, I'm like, dude, have you ever thought about that though? Like what it would smell like? Oh God, it would smell like you might as well like Ron Jeremy stick it in your butt.
Yeah, dude, he probably just got done taking a shit, and this is like his just way of like trying to get rid of the smell. He's like, I heard matches work, right? Let me start a fucking fire.
Can't be speaking about Ron. You know he's in trouble too.
Yeah, fucking who cares? That guy's
crazy, man. Everybody's getting in trouble.
That guy's gross.
Keep your dick in your pants unless they're paying for it.
But yeah, Michael has a problem with the lighting in their house overall. Because remember, he kills the girl with the fluorescent bulb later. Anyways, I don't know if it wasn't this bulb because we see him grab that bulb. But yeah, it's like, use the light switch, Michael. Damn, it's like right across the fucking room. Like you didn't have to break the goddamn light.
He's probably that stupid. He forgot he goes, oh yeah, the light switch controls the lights. He was like, that's the only way he knows how to turn off the lights. He just breaks them. he forgot the light switches work. He walks into it, just breaks the lights. He just starts breaking shit. Because he's like, get rid of lights.
Someone's like, all right, honey, time to go to sleep. It's like, okay.
That's true, man. I've never seen him. I've never seen him just switch a light off before. Like he's always broke them. Like it's like that poor child doesn't know how light switches work. You guys know what I'm talking about? If you ever see Michael, because if he was a smart criminal, he would just turn the lights off and no sound. But he'd rather fucking like throw people through lights or smash them. I feel like I got a booger.
I feel like Michael Myers' lawyer right now. It's like, no. He didn't kill anybody. What happened was like, you scared this poor boy. He was in your restroom and he did not want to be seen. So he turned out the lights. And then when it was dark, he got scared and he felt threatened. So that's why he murdered everybody in the house. So see, it's not his fault whatsoever. It's you.
He's also a spokesperson for Energy Star.
Yeah. He's just trying to make sure that you keep your fucking electric bills low. There's nothing wrong with that. That's
true. You guys, look, when you leave a room, turn off the lights.
I do love the fact
that shit, right? But yeah, that's perfect, dude. The fact that he didn't know how to turn off a goddamn light, and that's why he smashes. That's so fucking perfect.
What if these entire 2 movies has just been him just trying to find toilet paper, right? Because he goes in the bathroom, right, and he's fucking pissed because there's people in there in his way, and he has to fucking leave. And he's walking around. Someone hits him with the fucking car, knocking even more poop out of his house. He finds some old house in the woods, and Laurie Strode probably just fucking didn't have toilet paper in that house, or she probably had it somewhere, but that's not.
No, she had the 3 seashells.
Yeah, it was probably locked. She probably
know how to use the 3 seashells.
She probably had the toilet paper locked up, and like with some fucking shotgun shells in the bathroom. Poor guy just wants to wipe his ass, and he finally finds a fucking toilet. And this fucking guy shows up. Oh, you're in my house, you know? So he's pissed.
Yeah, let the man pass a beast in peace. I mean, I couldn't, look, he just got burned alive. There's a lot of poop. Look, he probably had after getting burned alive like that, it's probably like eating like 4 bowls of chili.
Yeah.
Back to back to back, because you're just hot, and there's a lot of hot poop coming out.
Yeah.
And he's probably, he's probably trying to clean his butthole off.
He's been docile this entire time, right? This entire time, he's not hurt a fucking fly, been in Smith's Grove, hanging out on his chains. And he got in a bus crash, and it scared him so bad he shit his pants. It's because the bus crash scared him.
You ever thought about that, dude? Have you ever thought about, like, if you worked at Smith's Grove, and then you were, like, one of the nurses that helped take care of him, and you were like, yeah, I cleaned Michael Myers' butt.
You imagine
like, what?
Sponge bath? Yeah.
Yeah, like, no, you wiped him down, you changed his bedpan. But that's what you did. You'd be able to go out and say, like, I know who Michael Myers is. Like, oh, yeah, how do you know? It's like, I clean his ass. I wipe his butt. And I give him sponge baths. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. And you would act like it was the biggest deal ever. I just think about something like that. I don't know why.
I wiped that dude's butt. I'm sure he's not an invalid, though. I'm sure he wipes his own ass.
No, dude, he does not. He shits himself. I'm telling you 100%. Michael Myers, Jason, they shit them. Yes, dude.
Jason, yeah. Jason.
No,
totally
they all do. I swear to God. Okay, the unedited scenes of Michael. If Sheriff Brackett was driving by and you just saw this dude in a mask that never takes his mask off, just squatting behind a goddamn oak tree, taking a dump with his little wiener hanging out. No way, dude. He shits himself, or he just doesn't have to poop. Maybe their biological systems don't work anymore. I don't know.
Honestly,
we need to ask Chris Nelson about that, like what he thinks. I think he would agree. He probably shits himself.
Hey, if we ever get John Carpenter on the show, first question, John. Can I call you John? Yeah, of course you can. Would you like a bite?
He's not going to say that. He's going to say, "Shut the fuck up and don't presume to know me."
He already said that when we asked him to come on the show.
I know.
He said it before we even got.
Yeah, I would never say John. I would say Carpenter.
Yeah.
Are you a carpenter in real life?
Mr. Whoremaster, sir? But yeah, Michael definitely poops.
That's like a Mallrats thing where he was like, hey, does everything stretch on his body, even his dick? Because we never got into that with the comic book code and all.
That's exactly what I thought, dude.
Mallrats,
I said that. I thought of Mallrats. Yeah, that scene, it looks cool, though. And I think that is...
That's it. The images. Again, again, I know there are going to be some people that are really upset and mad about it, and I'm one of those people. I'm not super upset about it. I do think that definitely they shouldn't have had another trailer. I think they showed a little bit too much in this, but I'm still going to enjoy the movie. But I mean, if you're one of those people, and I get that totally, that when it's spoiled for you, it's like it ruins the whole fucking experience, and you're pissed off. I get that too. Like, it's no different than if you were you like Green Bay and it was a big ass game and you couldn't watch it, and then you recorded it to find out what happened, and then somebody told you, oh, dude, it was crazy. Aaron Rodgers and his weird beard, he looks like he smells like pee, threw a touchdown at the last second. You'd be like, what?
Yeah, spoilers suck. They suck. I don't appreciate the shot at Rodgers, but you're absolutely correct. Spoilers suck.
He does look like, dude, that motherfucker look like he'd get ready to join Oasis.
Dude, another piece of news. I didn't tell you about this. I did not tell you about this. I got this in mail today, okay? And there's not any no breaking news in this. Okay. But there is one thing. They had an interview with very nice layout here, okay? Very nice layout. Puppet Master Monster Time.
Dude, that's fucking...
I ordered it online. I think it was like $3 or some shit. I ordered it. John Carpenter said something about it on Twitter. But there is something cool. There's our buddy... there's old Chris Nelson right there. Just...
He's showing off for the camera.
Yeah.
He's acting like he's working. He's really not.
He's whispering. He's whispering.
He probably is. He's like, "Hey, after this, if we do really well, we can go to Olive Garden tonight."
We're going to Sizzler. But no, there was one thing that I thought was interesting in this. So we've all talked about since Halloween 2018 came out. They said that Michael wasn't after Laurie. That obviously they're not brother or sister, but they also said that he kills at random. He's not chasing Laurie. But then when you watch 2018, it certainly seems, if you're not watching with a very eagle-eyed approach, it certainly could seem like he is going after Laurie, right?
Or Eagle-Eyed Cherry.
That's a great save tonight.
And fight the break of nights.
Evil dies tonight.
We should remake that song or pass it over to Roy from the Merkins.
Evil dies. Yeah. Anyways, he very clearly Chastain. Sartain is putting Michael in her path, but overall, it still feels like Michael's going after Lori, especially now that she's going to be at the hospital and he's going to be there too. But David Gordon Green gives the definitive answer on that in this. He says Michael is just in and out. He isn't tied to revenge and human motives. Did he just fucking say officially that Michael Myers is not human? Michael is just in and out. He isn't tied to revenge and human motives. I guess he didn't. But
well, I don't think Jared Leto's a human, but that doesn't mean that he's not one.
That's a fact. He says he has no motives. He ended up back with Laurie Strode through circumstance, but he was not hunting her or seeking her out. So that's fact.
I did hear somebody saying it would be the greatest troll of all time. In the next movie, they reveal, oh yeah, they were always brother and sister. I was like, yeah, that would be a huge troll.
Or if I think the biggest thing, I think it would be really cool if in Halloween Ends, I think it would be really fucking interesting, dude, if like one of the most fucked up things about it was Laurie finally does get in front of Michael or something. Yeah. They get one-on-one and he doesn't care. Like, I don't give a fuck. You were just some person I was going to kill one night. You actually mean nothing to me. It's like that scene in the Lego Batman movie where Batman tells the Joker that he doesn't care about him and Joker gets heartbroken about it. Mm-hmm. Right?
Well, yeah. I think it's like this. I think the reason why Michael, they already explained this. 2018 did a really good job of explaining this. Michael, if you read between the lines, Michael's obsessed with Laurie because she got away. She defeated him when no one else had. So for whatever reason, it got in his taint and he can't let it go. Like he wants to know why this specific chick was able to defeat him.
That's
and I'm not saying he's David Gordon Green said it. He's detached from the human notions of what vengeance are. So maybe but it's almost robotic. Okay. Mm-hmm. How about this? Very much like an android or a cyborg like we have to have, the mission has to be this. You have to eliminate this target to move forward. And that's what he has to do. It's a very unfeeling approach. It's not because of necessarily vengeance, I guess, but it was a loose end that he needs to tie up.
You just described me as a single person.
What?
You just described me when I'm single.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just moving on from target to target. No emotion.
Spreading the STDs. Yes. Yeah, like a hydro spray.
I got no STDs. I'm clean as a whistle.
I see Valtrex back there behind you. Don't lie and cover it up.
I'm clean as a toaster in Walmart.
That's not clean at all. They lick that shit.
It's in the box, though.
It's a TikTok lick challenge.
Wrapped in the cellophane.
But yeah, I feel like that's what Michael is. Michael's more like a machine approaching the situation, much like a Terminator. It's not because there's any kind of relation, that he has going for him or motivating him. He just wants to eliminate the target. And he knew that she was maybe, and if they really wanted to get deep with it, philosophical, which they won't, which is fine. I'd rather them not. But maybe there was something about that specific night in 1978 where he had to have so many victims to give to Sam Hain. Or some shit. I don't know.
Well, I just think he was just chasing her down. He's like, I'm going to kill you. But he hasn't thought about her an iota since 1978. Nope. And when she realizes that, like, all the trauma and shit gets even worse because she's like, fuck, I don't even matter.
But he is obsessed enough not to leave Haddonfield. If he were really breaking free, he would have just left the state.
Well, he's on foot.
Well, so what? I mean, yeah, but he has no problem taking his mask or like
Illinois is a big state.
It's not that big.
California
is the big. Texas is probably bigger than California.
Illinois feels pretty big, but yeah. By the way, this was. I was trying to make a joke, and this was me. This is like you're down there, you're on the ground, and you could catch me. You could catch me. You're supposed to catch me, and then you just let me fall.
Because sometimes you got to take a bottle away from baby, and baby got to learn. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're saying. I was doing a Sasquatch gang quote. I have no idea.
Blaze Eddings, thank you.
You're just as selfish as LeBron James, you asshole. He's like, oh yeah, bro, I was trying to set you up. You're gonna be assist me.
No, I was going back to the thing about the being single and terminating targets or whatever.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
you were like, you went, what?
Why? Because I didn't know what you were saying. I didn't know where that came from. Well, it's no different. Yeah, I did Anton LaVey.
You made it into it.
It's no different when I try to say, hey, I want to tell you something. It's like, I'm gay. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna
say. That's fair. That is fair. But yeah, that's all the Halloween news. They released a new trailer or a new poster today, but it's literally just Jamie Lee Curtis's face, just like your mom looks at your report card. That's basically what she looks like.
Her face is looking like a lot like that lately.
I don't understand. Like, these posters are pretty weak for me, man. Like, they're not bad, but like when you see all the fan art that's out there, man, people are doing way cooler shit than the studio's putting.
Well, I think it'd be easy just to do. Honestly, you could do two options. You could show the burnt part of his mask and just say Halloween 2, or you could just show the jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah,
like part of the jack-o'-lantern eye, and then just have Halloween 2. Like, it doesn't have to show anything. Like simple shit like would work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't have to be over the top fantastical to catch the eye.
Same thing with the trailer. JT Customs asked, so that's all the Halloween Kills news, but JT Customs asked, did we see the news about Spider-Man? Did you see that shit? Mm-hmm. Spider-Man and Marvel as a whole, I'll pull it up here for you guys.
Wait, about replacing him?
No, about the rights are getting they're going after the rights.
Who is Sony?
So, no, Marvel is suing to keep rights to multiple characters from the Avengers from copyright termination because of the law. The whole reason we're in this fucking shit boat with Friday the 13th, the people who originally wrote these characters, her previously owned them, have sued to get the characters back, and
they're not going to win. It doesn't. That's so stupid.
Yeah,
that's
you're going against fucking Disney, bro. You got no chance. No chance.
Look, Mickey Mouse has got a goofy sized dick. He's going to slap you around and then have sex with your mom. Like, it's over. It's over before it started.
They're trying to get Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Falcon, and
who is this? Is this a person?
No, these are like it's the heirs of late comic book geniuses.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
Including the heirs to Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, and Gene Colan.
These are assholes that don't want to get a job.
I don't know, dude. Like, let's be honest.
They didn't create the characters. Fuck that. That's their parents.
No. Well, yeah, but still, but
you don't deserve it.
Forgetting if it's their parents or not, because a lot of these people, a lot of these cases go back to the people are still alive. It's not just the states. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see.
There's no case.
No,
Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, they signed with DC Marvel. They signed contracts.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There is a law that says that after a certain amount of time, those rights go back to the previous owners. That's just the law. And so these people have to put in their claim for it. So they submit a claim for it or whatever. And then Marvel has to sue them to not let them do it.
You know what I feel like? I feel bad for the judge that's got to wake up early in the morning and listen to this. And as soon as he listens to some asshole's lawyer trying to say that, he's going to dismissed, get a job.
Well, hear me out though. Hear me out though.
They're not going to win. It's not even. It's so stupid.
Hey, hear me out. Imagine Spider-Man, not with Marvel, with someone who could do anything they want with it. Okay, imagine certain characters. Imagine fucking Doctor Strange, an actual horror movie with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Or just
if it was a movie studio and not just some asshole that doesn't want to have a job, I'd be on board with that.
Here's the thing: if they make a fucking Hawkeye movie that's an R-rated goddamn action film, like Lethal Weapon, just crazy badass shit, all they're going to do is they're going to sell it to a different studio. And then it's not like if you have the rights to any of these characters, you're not going to make a movie. So you will get to see Marvel movies made by not the Mickey Mouse house, which when you look at stuff like Ghost Rider and other stuff that could eventually come into play on this, I don't know when they were made or whatever, but I think it's interesting to think that, hey, what if Marvel actually starts to lose these dominoes as years go on?
And the fact is, it's such a ridiculous case. It's going to lose right away. It's going to be dismissed. It's so fucking retarded. It's not going to make it at all into the courtroom. Second off, also, if you're talking about that, look at the heiress of Wes Craven, what they've done with Nightmare on Elm Street. That motherfucker's been silent on Elm Street for years.
Right,
they've done nothing. We'll wait for pitches. What you're really waiting for is money. You're waiting for a shit ton of money to buy the rights to it. They're doing a disservice to Wes Craven with Nightmare on Elm Street.
We don't know that for sure. I mean,
I 100% guarantee you that there's been great scripts that have been approached with them or studios, and they're like, well, we need $50 million.
Right, but hear me out, though. Like, what if they're not doing it because they want to honor Wes and they don't want to make the wrong movie?
I don't know them, but I guarantee you that in a lot of instances, this is not honor, it's greed.
You're cynical. You know that?
No, it's not cynical.
You're cynical stickle.
No, it's called pragmatism. It's called being realist. The fact is, human beings as a whole are greedy little fucking self-centered asshole. It's not about being like honorable to their fucking family member. They don't give a shit. They didn't make it. The only people that were like wanted those things to be a great Wes Craven, John Carpenter, the people that made the shit, I swear to God, if I created a character or a couple of characters that became a godsend to horror fans, I would never ever write over any rights to family members, because I know this is exactly what would happen. These people that I probably hadn't even spoke to in years would come out of the woodwork like, I get some of that. You don't get shit except the half of my dick. I hate people like this, dude. These are losers that come out of nowhere to try to exploit a loophole in a legal system to get something.
All I'm saying is, like, there's so many of these cases. You can't paint all these people with a broad brush and be like, they're all losers who want money.
The only one, the Friday the 13th guy has a claim. These other ones are, that's not, you don't get to come up later on.
You just found out about it 2 seconds ago. You don't even know anything about these people. How do you know
I know for a fact they didn't create these characters, and they're coming out after they're popular and they're multi-billion-dollar institutions.
I didn't create Halloween. I didn't create Halloween, but if someone gave me rights to it, I certainly wouldn't just fucking turn my nose up at it.
There's no rights to be given. It was bought by a studio, ironclad, done.
I didn't know.
You sold your idea.
That law exists. That law exists.
It's out there. That's law is gonna that I'll have to look the law up. But the fact of the matter is, if you create a character and you say I sign it over to a studio, they bought it from you, you're fucked. Yeah. If they own it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm saying in a lot of cases, you're probably absolutely fucking right. Some people are doing this because they want money. But come on, can any of us fucking in this room right now? I'm alone. Can me or my dogs? No. Can any of us in this room right now, if someone fucking in your family wrote goddamn Spider-Man, and a lawyer comes up to you and goes, "Hey, you know that these rights by law revert to you," and your dad would have wanted you to have them.
First of all, I would say, why would my lawyer know what my dad wanted me to have?
And by the way, the son or the kids of some of these people probably don't even, like, in a lot of these cases, you imagine you're already taken care of, right? You don't need money. You don't need these things. But someone comes up to you, any of us watching this right now, and goes, "Hey, your dad fucking made Spider-Man."
I would question motives right away.
And this law here says that it's yours. Do you want to pursue this? Would any of us fucking say, "Nah, I don't want Spider-Man"?
I would say, fuck no.
Hey, because I don't want to take anything away from Disney because I know that they're struggling.
It's not about Disney. I'd be like, first off, it's an obvious motive for this lawyer to make money. And this is a bullshit ploy. I would question why he was even doing it for. I would never trust some lawyer to come up to me.
So
and
you
be
would
like,
just walk away from it scot-free.
Fuck yes, because I know. First off,
you're
I would
a
know
liar and a whore.
I would lose, and then you pay the fucking court fees.
I do think they're gonna lose. I do think
you'd pay the court fees.
Yeah,
and then Marvel and Disney could turn around and sue you.
Yeah, but hey. Oh, I don't think that they could do that.
Well,
you
they can
sue somebody for like
following. They can if you. It depends on how you present the case. If you come out as slanderous or whatever, they can sue you for that. I would be like, you know what? I'm happy with my 50 million or 25 million or whatever that my dad left for me, and I get residuals. I'm good. Right. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, it's not. I don't think. I don't think anybody would not look at that for a second. And especially, so what if you're the one who goes, "Nah, I don't want to fuck with that. I want to make sure that that Spider-Man gets to stay in Marvel." And that's more important to you than like, "Hey, unless to have this." So,
I don't know. Like, you know what? Stan Lee was treated like shit by his own family. So fuck them. They don't deserve shit.
I'm not talking about him specific. I'm talking about in a broad general Marvel, whatever. But
well, I mean, but my point being is, if I had a parent and that parent came to me specifically before they were, or when they were ill or whatever, and like, "Hey, I created all this. I want you to have it." Guess what they would have done? They would have created a will, and they would have willed it to me. The fact that they didn't, you know why they couldn't do that? Because they sold it. They sold it.
No, that's what's happening though. Like I'm sure that they were aware of when their time was up for this statute, and they did. Like, these people.
That's actually not true. As long as they keep making movies, it doesn't run out. That's why Hellraiser. When Hellraiser happened, you remember that shitty Hellraiser movie that we watched? They did that to keep the rights.
That's a different thing. That's totally different.
They can't do it. Doesn't run out. The fact is, they sold it under contract to Marvel Studios. They own it.
You're fighting with the law, not me. I mean, I see what you're saying, but that law does exist. I mean, it's the reason Friday the 13th's gone. So I mean, it's not like you can say that just doesn't exist. I mean,
the Articles of Confederation exist too, but the Constitution overrules it.
I think they'll lose. I think they'll lose. I don't think they have a shot in the dark. But I am enough of an anarchist to be like, I wonder what it would look like to see a world where like all these fucking characters went somewhere else. Like,
I think it would be funny, but we would never have a movie again of any of those characters. It would just be a bunch of people holding it in a cave somewhere and be like, "Well, when someone offers me a lot of money, I might sell it." And then, oh yeah, by the way, if you sell it to this is where it's fucked up. If you sell it to a company, they buy it, they fucking purchase it from you. Then in 25, 35, 40, 50 years, you can come back and be like, I want it back. Makes no sense.
I'm not arguing the law.
I think that thing's going to be overlooked immediately.
Here's something that I think is complete and total poopy caca ha, and that is not that picture. It is the new Lost Boys movie is in the works with Noah Jaden Martell.
Thou shalt not fall. It's so fucking terrible. The idea behind it's so goddamn bad.
Oh, there was a loud bang somewhere just now. That was weird. Yeah, that's fucking why.
I saw that they're casting the kid from the stuttering kid from the It movie as one of them. Yeah. It's you look, I don't even know who the other kid is, but I really don't even want to dive into that because the idea that you're trying to remake such a classic, considered by many the best vampire movie of all time, you're trying to remake that with today's sensibilities. Are you fucking stoned? Yeah. Let it go. Just leave it alone. Leave it being the treasure that it is in the 80s.
That movie does not. It's not good. It's going to be bad. I have a hard time.
Well, I'm not interested in like honestly watching some fucking poor attempt at making like a Degrassi. It's gonna be a Degrassi kind of fucking Lost Boys. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not interested. I don't give a shit. I mean, because what they're gonna do, and it's so obvious what they're gonna do, they're gonna use it as a platform to reflect what's going on in the world and use it to bounce off ideas. And I'm so fucking sick of that. I'd rather them look. Kiefer Sutherland is a god in that movie. He's fucking amazing. He's one of the best. By the way, again, he's usually listed in the top 5 greatest vampires ever to appear on screen. And you're gonna remake that and do it what in 2021? Are you with TikTok and shit? Are you fucking stupid? God damn.
No fucking point. There ain't no fucking point. Like the movie is fine. It's fine. Remake shitty movies to make them better. Leave movies like this alone.
You know for a fact Joel Schumacher would never ever have touched this with a 10-foot cattle prod.
That's ironic that it's happened. Well, to be fair though, they did remake fucking Flatliners as well.
And that, well, yeah, but did he produce it?
Flatliners. I don't know. That movie sucked. I don't know. They probably threw him some coin for it, but like, yeah, look at fucking what happened there. Like, you honestly want to do this with every fucking one of these goddamn movies? Fuck.
It's terrible. I saw someone had posted that news about it a while ago. I'm not on Facebook right now, but I did see it before I left. Some of the Lost Boy stuff. I just think it's a terrible idea. I think it's a showcase of why Hollywood is so unoriginal anymore. Like, you have to keep going back to the 80s and tapping that fucking vein. And like at this point, the 80s is becoming a heroin addict. You're gonna run out of fucking veins to tap. I mean, you've already stuck them with so much.
Oh, and by the way, it's Warner Brothers.
Or yeah, well, and on top, it is what it is. But well, Back to the Future, there was rumors a few years ago they were going to remake Back to the Future with Justin Bieber and somebody else. I'll tell you what, I'm not watching this movie. I won't. I'll watch it when it becomes available free with with a gift card to McDonald's at the dollar store.
I still won't watch it. I don't know. We'll see what the trailers look like and stuff. But
I don't care. But here's the thing. It's not going to be good. I'll be and I know we always say this, wait for the trailers. It's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good. I agree. I think it's going to be bad. And I'm normally very positive about these situations, but I just can't see a movie coming out today that specifically works because it was made when it was made.
There's no way.
Like, I mean, fucking look at Corey Feldman today versus Corey Feldman then. And I know he's not going to be in the movie, but these are the two different places that we are in the world right now. Like, Corey Feldman was still cool as fuck, right? All these people were fucking cool. It had the style that was fucking cool. You had a fucking shirtless dude with a saxophone playing I Still Believe. You're not gonna fucking make that today, and it's gonna.
Now it's gonna be Drake. It's gonna be Drake on the stage.
Oh God, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be Drake. It's gonna be a goddamn long TikTok video. The whole fucking thing is gonna be a long ass TikTok video.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I'd rather fucking get a cameo from fucking. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know why.
Here's the thing. Again, the if you want to watch a great vampire movie, watch the original Lost Boys. The thing about the Lost Boys when it came out. It's a timeless movie. It does transcend. It's still watchable. It was watchable in the 90s. It's watchable in the early 2000s. It's watchable now. The fact that you have to go back and tap that vein for a new vampire movie is so insane. And the fact that you approved it, and you know what this is? This is going to be a boat for all sorts of bullshit, advertisements or whatever they want to do. That's all they're using it for. They're using it as a nostalgic thing to get people's asses in the seats, and then they're going to sell their fucking product, whether it be a political thing or it's going to be a goddamn product thing or whatever. That's what they're going to do. They're going to make a bastardized version of Lost Boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and no one will it'll be forgotten. It'll come and go like a wet fart. And
I'm sure I'm surprised they haven't like, oh, we're gonna contact Kiefer Sutherland to be the dad. He's gonna be the dad in it. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, that seems like a Lifetime movie network bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Michael, you're eating worms, Michael. How are the worms?
They're great. I'm eating a lot of them right now.
Oh fuck, I gotta go, man. I gotta get the kid from the bus stop. From the bus stop. Hey man, I ain't falling for no banana and no tailpipe.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah,
damn, it felt like no time passed, but a whole week went.
Yeah, I know, dude. It goes by super fast. Guys, we got next week. We'll have more content than we had this week. It's perfect because my battery's starting to die too. But Halloween Horror Month's gonna be fucking nuts. Cannot wait. We are
that sketch
one week away.
Do it. Well, we're going to be on Patreon a stream tomorrow. So if you guys want to, you guys should join. If you guys aren't part of the Patreon, it's going to be a fun time. And we can talk a little bit about what's going on Halloween Horror Month. Those sketches we did. Fuck yeah, that was a long time. That was a lot of filming.
9 a.m. I woke up and started working on that, and we got done at 4 a.m. that night.
Yeah, we started at 7 and we were done at 4 a.m.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking wild. Cannot wait for you guys to see it. And yeah, Patreon members, top 2 tiers stream tomorrow night. Getting down and dirty like we're fucking wrestling covered in oil.
Yes,
and DDP's gonna be there.
Whoa!
And he's gonna fucking
Diamond Cutter. Boom!
Bang! Bang!
The bang. He was the first guy that ever advertised that drink. Bang!
Love your fucking faces, guys. We'll see you soon, okay?